Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. This is the low stream, live stream, and low down. I don't know. It's a live stream. We're
low down, hoedown.
Low down, hoedown. Welcome. We are in the middle of our Kickstarter here. We may have a little bit of lack of sleep, but we brought in reinforcements tonight because we have a heck of a mission ahead of us. Tonight we are working on a 4-foot by 8-foot build that is incorporating Cities Untold, Lowtown with stuff from Wildlands, original cities, sewers, castles. What else are we drawing from? Maybe that's just So we got Miles, we got Toby, and flying in. We need to bring in some heavy mercenary support. We got Matt Kroll here.
Hello,
you officially go as Matthew?
Matt, when I'm here amongst y'all, is
for the
great.
internet. They're watching.
Of course, that's Mr. Matthew.
It's
to
Sir,
it's
Esquire,
not, yeah.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Matt is here.
Perfect.
Dr.
Matt, you go to 10 years of Matthew
scientist.
school to be called Matt.
So we're gonna. I don't know if you knew this. There's gonna be a live test on prototypes.
Love it.
Tonight.
Love it. Great. I'm ready. Do you know how much I've studied the Pledge Manager and everything at this point? Like, I know everyone at home because I'm normally on the other side of this stream.
When you're not streaming, and credit or when you're not filming YouTube, when you're not streaming, you're just obsessively Dwarven Forge.
Pretty much. It has been a knock to my productivity, and that's great. This is my first Dwarven Forge Kickstarter. I was around for Reliquaries, but that was very like, oh, I know exactly what I want. This is every day I'm like, it's analysis paralysis in the best way possible.
Well, hopefully the chat can live vicariously through you, pretending that they are here. You can be the hands of the chat.
All right,
that'd be your official Dr. Hands of the chat.
I am the Lorax that speaks for the chat.
Yeah. So the Lorax is here. We what else is what we doing anything? I mean, that's pretty much right. We're just gonna be building nonstop for.
Yeah, I'm going to be figuring out how to keep this all on camera as much as possible.
Chris, you let us know where to stand.
I'm assuming you're going to both be. I'm assuming you're all going to have to be going 360 degrees around both tables. So I need to be able to cover two different 360-degree areas. So that's great.
Get a great view of the back of my wizard hat for the whole stream.
That's the most attractive party.
It's true.
Yeah.
Hey, and Miles created that wizard hat.
Oh, it's true. Yes. So
Appreciate
Miles original. It's actually worth $10,000.
Wow.
So yeah. Well, that's the market value.
Is that a pledge?
Yeah. How do we unlock that stretch goal, Miles? Is that?
There's it's the wizard hat bundle. It just comes with a single wizard hat, no terrain, for $10,000.
How much terrain you can fit in the wizard hat for $10,000?
Yeah.
So
you come, it's like grocery.
So if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. You feel free to just lurk. Also, feel free to jump in, ask us questions, tell us jokes, interact with us. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah. And but just be nice, because we're all a bunch of people. Also, if you haven't checked out our Kickstarter, there's a link on the bottom. Which way? That direction down there. And what else? We're giving away $50. Chris, what's going on?
About an hour into the stream, we'll be getting a word. I'm assuming probably from Matt. We'll be getting a giveaway word, and we'll be giving away $50 of credit for the Pledge Manager. Yeah.
Woo! So you can up your pledge. You can get that all curtains pack that we're.
Oops, all curtains.
Oh, are you?
No, Beanses.
Oops, all fabric. Yeah.
I think that's what we got. Oh, here's the other thing. What we're doing this build for? I mean, besides fun. We have modular tables. Go figure, Dwarven Forge modular tables. You saw how
I did. It was pretty cool how you brought all these things in fairly quickly for loadouts of a studio. It's nuts.
And we have
takes way longer to put it away.
And 2x4s anyway. So it's 4 2x4 tables that are right now they're split into 2 4x4s. We're split. So we're doing a live game tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Mountain Daylight Time, and we are going to use the center 2 sections of this build tonight. So we're going to focus on trying to get the center 4x4 stretch done because we're going to do a live game on it tomorrow night, which Toby's going to be playing on. Playing a city planner. What's your...
I'll be a Kenku city planner, but he was retired because he got a little bit disgruntled about how the city is run. So now he's just a ranger living in the forest and hasn't been to a city in 6 years or so. So his knowledge of the current city is not as up to date.
So we're going to take Toby, the metagaming. Toby will know the build because he helped build it, but he's a city planner. But he's been out in the woods. disgruntled hermit coming back in for one last job.
One last
That
job.
retirement, hopefully you don't take an arrow to the knee and really retire you for full.
He wants more flyable cities.
All of this is on the ground.
Just flip
Let's
the
start
table.
building. Is there anything
Short
else we
rest
should do?
cities are the way of the future.
I think it's basically it.
So let's tell them the plan here. So here's what we got. Urban planning. We're gonna get a little wide with the camera. Hold on tight.
All right, there's a lot. You're about to hit. You're
Yep.
caught on the.
Yep. We got it. All right, so we got over yonder. See this thing that has nothing on it? That is someday going to be a great slums going up into a mountain, and there will be a mine in the mountain with scaffolding, whatever. All right, so then over here we have Miles is working. So this swath is just unclaimed territory. That is just no man's land. So over here, Miles is working on a thing. What do you have cooking here, Miles?
This was on the city planned map that we made. It just said market.
Question mark?
Yeah, but one of the things I haven't gotten to do much is a lot of like connected roof runs and stuff and fun stuff like that. So I've been playing a lot with using scaffolding to try and make a bunch of connected pieces. So I have what's a market square that may be under some refurbishment. We got some we got this broken piece here. Should I show them the
Yeah,
thing?
show 'em the
I
gag.
didn't
Yeah.
even notice that before.
Yeah, so it's fun here. Actually, I don't know how this is going to go because we moved it and I haven't checked it since then. But underneath, just a little sewers underneath there that you can peek at through this hole here that scaffolding's in the way of. But
And then we're gonna have some dock seaport stuff out front, right?
yep, and in the back we're gonna have some nice big tall, like a little bit nicer part of town than the market, like some old buildings. I'm gonna do my best to not just make it look like giant wizard tower, but honestly,
It's gonna be a giant
It's just
wizard
gonna,
tower.
yeah.
yeah.
Let's just be honest. So then over yonder, we got Toby's working on this next swath, and Matt, you're jumping in on the back of this,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the current plan here, Toby?
So yeah, the current plan is this is like the river separating this side of town from this side of town. There's going to be like bridges.
And this table is
bridges.
we're
Yeah.
gonna slide this table together when we're ready, so they'll match. So you got
Yeah.
a bridge.
So a bridge over here, and then there's going to be a broken bridge over here. So there's like the ruins over here, and the scaffolding over there to show that it was broken. And then like castle wall separating it into the nicer part of town. And so I was working on the castle wall. But also, what I did to continue with the sewers over here is
Wait, please stand by.
okay.
All right, hit it. Get crazy. Too late.
Yeah, right.
You can do it.
Oh, I love it so much.
More sewers gag.
Yep.
And it continues in from over there. That's it.
And then
It's so good.
this over here leads up to this building up here.
We got a
Oh yeah.
ladder up there to come into the building. So
The sewers I found in my collection have been like one of the most versatile. Like you can do 1.5 million things with those.
wait till like 2028 when we expand on those. It's gonna be
Nice.
really good. Yeah. And then I've been poking away at doing a city park over here with some nice buildings. I think I'll put a little castle tower in the back or something. But I've been lagging behind. I've got like
Would
6
we-
pieces in.
Are we trying to make
And-
like, is that sort of at least for the game, just so I'm clear, this is sort of like the either up and coming sort of section or like right at the edge, then past this is a bit more of
This
the...
is where it gets more upscale.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're getting classier and
New money,
classier as
old
we go
money,
left to right.
You know?
As upscale as Lowtown can get.
Yep. We're calling this middle town. It's like medium. It's not quite. We're escalating out from low town. High town, imaginary high town would be out here somewhere. We're working our way towards
Copy.
there.
Yeah.
But it says as classy as low town gets.
right.
I lost that. All right, so let's get a jamming.
All right.
Any chat have any good ideas yet? We can.
Can I
drop
steal
in.
from y'all?
They're asking
Yeah.
for a lot of stuff.
No.
What?
Yeah. So we're gonna have a couple different angles that we can look at. We're gonna have something like this,
Do
and then something like this, so we can kind of change between what's gonna be here. So let's see.
Where do they want? We can have a close on one of the building zones. Which building zone do they want to see first?
People saying double high walls with castles. Big challenge, build something small.
Which?
Something a micro supporter can support and build. Small house, shop, or stable. Oh, we'll have a lot of that mixed in here.
Yeah.
Just take any
Which zone do they want to start with the camera on? Left side.
Two people say left. 3 people say left immediately. So it sounds like
Alright.
left. So let's go ahead and set up for that. I'll wait until you have the camera down before I.
Oh, you're learning.
Yeah. Let's try and avoid getting people seasick as much as possible.
That's my specialty. That's my one speed.
Taller buildings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rock and
Nate,
roll.
I'm gonna move the dagger. Is it like Thor's
Yeah, yeah,
hammer?
yeah.
I
No,
can't
no,
actually
no,
lift it. Is that possible?
No, it's foam. You wouldn't have known. You wouldn't.
I just visioned that.
I appreciate you asking though. Consent.
Didn't want to. Gotta ask about that sort of stuff.
Staying on top of this is going to be fun. Please show packed dirt next to wildlands. We got some wildlands in there.
There's wildlands in here.
By packed dirt, are you talking about the packed earth terrain tray? Or are you talking about? I'm assuming you mean the sculpted dirt tiles that
That's
I
what
looked
I'm
at.
guessing.
Yeah. Do we have that pulled? The sculpted dirt. 'Cause we got wildlands over there.
I don't think so. I think it's a little.
Not yet.
Okay, sick. Yeah, go grab some sculpted dirt tiles if you can. See if we can work that into the wilderness area. Packed dirt tiles for paths. All right, sick. Yeah, he's gonna go grab that stuff. So
I've got
You got a plan for it?
Well, I had cobblestone paths.
I think they just want to like see what
They want to see what it looks like
Fair,
mix the dirt
fair,
on the
fair.
wildlands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Honestly, the best way to blend it with wildlands is going to be putting like wildlands banks down onto it. It'll be a little bit jagged to put it like right up against it, but yeah, sculpted dirt underneath banks would be nice. Yeah, that's basically like the ideal way to use it.
How many of these do we have?
Not a lot.
Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah.
I'd love to do like a turn, like move this even like 2 square back and like have it kind of wrapped.
That was like
we
the most-
have like 10 of them.
Okay.
That was like the
But
most
maybe I'll
Lord
swap them with
question.
the dirt, and then you can take it. We were. I was just actually saying with Toby, like how fortunate we are. We're gonna choose. Want to choose?
Oh, 2x2s. Okay. I wasn't sure what you wanted, so I just.
I don't know either, but 2x2s would make a path.
Okay.
We were saying with Toby that how fortunate we are to be able to build with unlimited pieces.
Yeah. I've never been in the presence of more of this stuff, and it is amazing and daunting. But like, yeah, you can just do whatever you want here.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Well,
pretty
even
good.
with I mean, I would say one of the struggles we've been having with this Kickstarter in particular is that we are more limited on prototypes than we usually are.
Well,
Gotcha.
and weird specific. There's specific bottleneck pieces like these 2x2 cobblestone pieces. We've got like 10 of them.
Yeah.
The half arches we have 8 of them. Or like so there are certain things that are just like our known constraints.
Yeah, so like when you're even taking the pictures for the pledge builder or any of that stuff, you have to keep building, then taking apart.
Oh
certain
yeah,
things,
yeah.
'cause,
No,
like,
we're
it's
melting
just-
stuff
yeah.
down. It's like Buddhist sand paintings. Like it just lasts for a moment. It's this ephemeral thing, and then it's gone and tear down and go to the
Right.
next, and you sort of go.
How many people have a 4x8 area to build and play?
A lot.
True, I guess.
My kitchen table extends,
Ah.
so I actually
We got the Thanksgiving Day like leaves for the table.
yeah, basically. No, I'm planning to do berets and Strahd. I'm representing right now, and I'm going to fill the entire table with the swamp from Wildlands to get that done. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's a nice field. Man, we haven't even gotten
Yeah.
started yet, honestly.
Sounds good. I'm just seeing if I want to bring another. I wanted roofs. That's what it was.
I'm thinking.
Oh yeah.
But it's been a thing. We've had a lot of people like make requests to see some things, and we're like, we just simply can't. Like,
Right.
some people are like, can I see what these two districts look like next to each other? Which, first off, that's a long time to build out, like for that kind of thing. But also, like, if those districts have too many of the same kinds of pieces,
Oh, what? I unplugged the camera. At least the audio's still working.
Yeah.
This is our new rainbow collection.
My build was getting too good. It had we had to censor it. Those 4 floors I added really just.
It was
cool.
too
Oh,
much.
Brought
it
it up
fixed
a notch.
itself. I thought it was going to fix it. Okay.
Would it make sense to have access to this, like multiple places on this side?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
particularly there's gonna be a bridge coming
Here.
through
Oh, so we
here.
need like a sort of a
Yeah, so this
promenade
is-
type.
which you already kind of
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
Like
yep.
you're working.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And think about high buildings
Back
up
here.
here.
Maybe a floor.
Yeah. Knock that all out and go nuts.
Do you have? Because I'm
Yes.
super jealous and I want to try one. What are the diagonals? The
The large?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, where it is, who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah. We can.
I'll save that one.
I'm gonna have to grab a couple of those because there's gonna be wizard towers.
there's.
So I'm gonna need some of those myself.
You couldn't resist not doing Wizard House?
No, I can't. I don't.
Yeah.
Killer.
It's not possible.
Yeah, it's your signature. You got to do it.
I
Any
know what I
elephant
like,
beans.
and I like what I know.
I wonder if we'll want to work some of the elfin stuff into this or not.
What?
Ooh, am I allowed? Because I was planning on it. So
You're planning on
actually,
it?
technically, there's already some on here.
There's already some on there?
Yes.
Wait.
Is it
Let's see if we can find it.
camera? Oh, it is! I see it!
What is it?
Oh.
There's some elven on the
Can he or
board.
can he not build with
Should I
elven?
remove it or?
Leave it. Leave it.
All right.
Beans.
All right.
We're doing it live.
Here's a diagonal, large diagonal for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we noticed right away.
That's
Oh, well,
so funny.
there we go. I guess we didn't clear.
Yeah, this is you know what, this is the reward for tuning in.
Stone
is you
should
get
be
to see,
over
You
here.
get to see stuff. Like
No
that's
problem.
how it should
Stone's
be.
the older stuff.
Yeah.
Zoom in. Okay, so we need to make sure.
Oh, let me. Where are those? Come on.
nobody-
Let me show people the path.
Don't look too closely. This is a
What?
secret. That's a secret piece. Don't look at that yet. This isn't released yet. Don't.
Also, it's used illegally. It doesn't
Yeah,
have.
Don't look right here.
Yeah, it's not up to
Or
code.
here.
It actually can't work like that though.
Yeah, that's actually like a major.
It has biscuits baked into the back, so it needs to be below down at floor level or.
It's like a major code
Come,
violation.
we'll show them show them a path here. Just pan on over. Well, it just won't work like that because it's got biscuits unless you chop the biscuits off the
Oh,
back.
so for that one,
all right, so
you
we
either
had.
use a diagonal fill here,
This
or
is
if you
the,
do it on the second floor,
we're doing
you
a
can put
little
this in
a
there.
path
Yep.
in the
Yeah, because you can't. Yeah.
park.
or you
I
can
could build
build,
it up and do that.
yeah, or you can build it on the.
We've got a backfill.
yeah.
Yeah, see, actually, because the backfill has been in my
Yeah.
card. Let's see if that.
Oh yeah, and what you have to ask us the question. So we're gonna try putting some dirt in here and see what that feels.
See how people feel about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of because again, I have to say, I back a lot of Kickstarter
Like
things.
define a lot. Like what's the order of magnitude? Like
I don't know, maybe not as
one a
much as other
month,
people. Yeah,
one a
maybe-
week,
maybe one a month
year.
ish. But my point sort of with that is.
And what flavor? Like what is your general?
It
go-to?
used to be at sort of a lot of stuff. Now it's just RPG stuff. Like I just backed my buddy Eddie Webb's Pugmire Reborn. Basically it's like anthropomorphic like animals doing medieval stuff in a world that is our world, but like
Pugmire.
hyper in the future. So like technology is their magic. That just finished.
Pugmire is an unbelievable name.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been a lot of RPG stuff.
So
a
like
lot of
third-party supplement,
Yeah,
5e
3D
stuff,
printing
like-
stuff.
Yep.
Um,
Which is the best, right? Supporting the community that's
Yeah.
making these cool creative tools for all this storytelling stuff that we love
1000%.
doing. Like it's the best.
But like I've been, again, I mentioned how this was my first large-scale Dwarven Forge Kickstarter that I've been around for. I came in right at right when I think the pledge manager of Wildlands ended, into knowing about you guys and spending most of my paycheck on it. And the level of detail that basically us fans get in this entire thing is A, amazing, and B, I totally get why you
You're
make
not talking
1,000
about
videos.
the sculpts. You're talking about all the materials.
We can get to the sculpt. I'm
Yeah.
talking literally about
the stuff that you.
the clarity in which you guys
there are
present
photos. There's
so
videos.
much
There's
information.
web pages. There's,
Yeah. Because the sculpts are phenomenal and I think speak for themselves, but there's so many
Yeah.
of them that I feel like you could easily be overwhelmed.
Yes.
And I kind of never have been, and I was expecting to be. Also, the community side note, I'm sure a bunch of the folks that I chat with in the Discord are here as well. Like, the Discord's just knows so much
ridiculous.
stuff.
And then there's some mysterious Richard S. who shows up in the comments that has an answer to everything. Like
Do you
he
know-
knows more about our stuff than we do. Like
Is
I don't
Richard
know.
S. coming from inside the building?
I think so. It's Chris. Because he's already answering all these questions, so he figured he'd answer them again on a second account.
Yeah.
Miles, I'm
I
gonna
just have two
swap
super
these.
backer accounts.
Yeah.
Just happened to.
Yeah.
I'm swapping this with a
Could that
flat
be?
one. I'm gonna give you the. Hang on, I'm gonna try.
Let's see.
When he steals your pieces.
I only know.
Bring
I know
it
some
back.
of the people. It's not because they're. I recognize their other names. Is that Cider Tower? Yeah. Well, what's that glass building behind the park?
Ooh,
Nate?
that's the glass palace from which I lord over the populace.
It's actually a elven.
It's a brewery.
It's an elven tree greenhouse known as an orchard.
It's
an indoor orchard.
It's a glass steel tower.
Transparent steel.
Ooh, that's a good name.
It's from Trek.
Sounds like
Oh.
a, sounds
They
like
use
a really.
they use it to save the whales, I think. in
Oh, that's right.
in the Leonard Nimoy directed one. I don't know.
Kind of sounds like a really over-designed Pokemon.
Transparent steel.
Are we out of large diagonal floor pieces? Because it feels like we haven't used.
Oh,
that.
you know where they are?
Where?
Toby has 4 in that bonkers elven thing he did.
Oh, I didn't already get that.
Maybe
oh,
you did?
now.
Yeah.
So if you guys got any questions about this stuff, please let me know. We are here primarily to answer questions.
And if you have questions for Matt,
I
Hit him
will
up
do
while
my
he's
best to not butcher the answers.
Yes.
and while we're here,
Hand
how
the
is
camera
this? How is this treating people?
I did a little close up on the. dirt.
So we have
Oh, cool.
dirt in line
I have.
versus cobblestone before, and then I'm going to the fountain in the middle. Do they prefer cobblestones or do they prefer dirt? I got some trees.
Let us see that Elven Trading Post. Elven Trading Post has been
It's
demolished.
been absolutely ransacked.
Yeah, we had to tear it apart.
It was like a pack of feral Jawas set in and just like just melted it down to nothingness.
Will the hedges from Wildlands come back in Hightown maybe with a restock? I'm sure they'll come back in a restock.
Restock.
Yeah.
Sneak around.
We haven't gotten around to restocking all the Wildlands packs because there's so many of them. But
Those stairs.
we want to
Ooh,
bring
nice.
most of the Wildlands stuff back, and those hedges are definitely on the list. Well, the painted items come with magnets as part of this Kickstarter. Yeah, so anything that is like a ground level piece,
Unpainted.
so any of the floors or like the cobblestone tiles or like this dirt that you're seeing right here, will have anchor magnets embedded already. Let's see. Small stone stairs up to the fountain platform. That's a great idea.
Small
Yep.
stones. Yeah.
I was fetching
Yeah,
them as we
that's, I
speak.
think that's what he's literally went to grab.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't grab floors. That's
Can we
what
see
it
an
was.
octagonal tower on top of a 4x4 cobblestone floor? Anybody got the pieces for that on hand to just demo that real quick? Octagonal
Yeah,
tower
I
on
got
top
it here.
of 4x4 floor. Over there? Okay.
Chris, that forest build you did, by the way, is just gorgeous.
Where's? Oh, I need more wizard hat roots here. I'll fake this.
More. Also, Hamster is out there painting, what, 84 models right now or something, Hamster?
Oh
He's been
man.
painting so many wargame things. I told him if he wants to jump in and like hang out, he can, but I think he's just
We don't have enough people. you know.
he's gotten like the bug to like actually work through a ton of minis lately. So he's
Been
been just like yeah, he's been painting up a lot of
I
different
need
game
something
minis.
to ring the show. Was it where people did the were they entertained by the dirt?
Do the people like
yeah,
the
how'd you
dirt?
guys feel about the dirt?
Did they
you
give
see
it a
what you wanted
thumbs
out
up
of
or a
that?
thumbs down, or do we go back to cobblestone?
Can I steal that cobblestone? That what you had? Sorry, the
Cool.
fill. The fill.
Wasn't sure what to do with cobblestone pieces. Oh, cobblestone. There's a couple good examples of what we've done with cobblestone.
Yeah.
There was that one where like
That's
using it as like a
cool.
pathway in streets was
Oh,
really
yeah,
nice.
nice.
Like breaking up
Yeah.
the street.
Watch
bricks
the
with
new
cobblestone.
video that just dropped today.
Yeah, the CBS compatibility actually shows a build where we've got a run of cobblestone tiles going through Imperial streets. Well, they're sidewalks, I guess. And that's pretty sick. I'm a little worried about freestanding walls having magnets in the bases. Have you guys tested how well those work on top of floor tiles with magnets? Do they shift around due to polarity?
It's a good question. We have not tested it.
Yeah. I don't think it would be.
No, it can definitely.
I guess I'm
Cause
trying to think about
problem.
like where the placement would be, where you'd be putting it.
If it tried to cross over to the center of the floor where the magnet is, it could cause trouble.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even then, it would be probably a pretty low chance, just because it would need to be because it's on the edges of the.
But
the
I
freestanding
was-
walls, yeah, or is it in
yeah.
the center?
Center should be.
Okay, of the bottom, like the way you're building, like it would need to line up like pretty
Yeah.
precisely for that to be the case. And
But-
with it, you could probably offset the wall with
No.
one of the smaller freestanding walls.
But
Yeah.
remember that the magnet on the base of the floors are going to be much bigger than the magnet on the
yeah,
thing, so
but
it's
even
gonna
still,
catch.
it's relatively small.
I don't know. Like it,
Overlap.
when I was doing this today, I was putting two trifecta on top of each other, and
We'll need to be smart about how we.
it
place
doesn't.
Right.
If they had a smaller magnet, because I don't think they would need as big a magnet as.
I mean, the same size magnet wouldn't fit, so it is
Yeah.
going to be a smaller one.
If they have a smaller, weaker magnet, it probably won't be. We'll have to test it.
The issue is the
Oh.
putting a magnet in those prototypes is difficult with the equipment here in the office.
Are the
It's
flat dock
understood.
pieces the same as the current docks? No, they're very different than the current docks. The current docks look like logs that are like stuck
The
together.
pilings, you mean? Or the
He's talking about like the Cavern's Deep docks compared to the flat docks that we're using now.
Yeah,
Like,
I've used Cavern Deep
pieces.
docks as like wood piles in builds before, like on
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah, no, the aesthetic of the scaffolding is very different than the KS6, the Cavern's Deep
But
docks.
they are compatible size-wise and peg-wise. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
We need to remember to do a sample build that combines the two.
Let's do it
So we
here.
have that
We've
demo.
I can just show
we
it
got a
right
whole
now.
lot of
Oh,
water.
you got
You
it?
got it right now? Okay, sick. Let's go.
I don't know if it needs doing.
Do
or
it,
not.
Toby.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So they still need to set up for it.
Wait, am I doing it or are you
basically,
doing it?
So
You
you
do it.
can connect
Okay,
them, and
cool.
it just looks like it looks like docks that were built in like separate parts, basically. Like they added this on like 10 years later or something. It's like an extension. So yeah, like they function together because the paired pegs are compatible with the biscuits, but they have pretty different aesthetics. Would it be better to not have magnets?
It's never better to not have
It's
magnets.
yeah. I'm loving this.
Boy, hard to imagine, but I'm using up a lot of our cages.
That gate with the elven facade Miles is building is so cool. Yeah, apparently he broke like code by building it that way though.
Well, you can't actually do it physically in real life with the piece.
Which one?
The elven, the facade, the piece, the biscuit insert piece that you have up on the front of that
Oh,
building.
that's the floor piece, not the
Yeah.
facade.
Yeah. It's
Facade,
cheating.
true.
facade sounds like a music
Facade.
group.
Facade.
Facade.
My
Yeah.
drag name.
That's up there for the word so far.
Facade.
Facade. Just
Facade.
facade twice. Let's
Once
see.
not enough.
How does that look if I put it right?
The octagonal tower can attach to any building via biscuit, correct? How would it attach to existing Tudor buildings from previous city sets?
You could just biscuit it to the side of
We
your
would
building,
need
huh?
to try that. Put it on the end of a 2x4, like floor. That'd be interesting. Because how wide is an opening? Is it about? It's a narrow size opening. So if you-
Otherwise, what? Yeah, it's just a
So
narrow
if you
door.
biscuit it, so if you have like a 2x4 floor and you biscuit it off the end of like the 2x4,
Yeah, it would connect.
Okay.
roofing it would be interesting.
It'll look a little funny. You'd have to go up high enough to.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you got, Toby?
No, the docks thing.
Yeah.
Docks.
Okay, so it's
Just-
pointed here.
Just do it right in the just do it right in the water there.
Okay, so yeah, so the old docks, like this, they have 4 sets of holes on it, and but the middle ones are the pair peg ones, just like the Wirelands. But we made the biscuits so that the outer sides of the biscuit holes are the same width as the paired pegs, so you can
Biscuit.
theoretically do
There you are.
do it like this, it fits. And the pilings as well, like the Cavern's Deep pilings, you can do it multi-directional. This, if you do it this way, it's, the dock sits at an inch off the ground, while the top of the dock is an inch off the ground. If you turn the pilings,
I love little tricks like this.
Yeah.
'Cause it takes it from an inch to 12
at 38
or an inch
millimeters.
to 38. Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that way, if you do it at an inch, it'll connect directly with the protrusion on the seawalls there. So it'll be like a nice straight line into that. If you do it
Yeah.
at 38, it'll go
If
right into the top of the seawall.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
And then if I just flip it back over again,
Yeah. So that way you can actually have like docks at different levels coming off of the seawalls.
oops.
Now you should play with the scaffolding. When,
I'm
at some
definitely
point,
going to.
because
Once I get this building to a place where it.
It's probably one of the
Actually,
most
yeah,
fun.
that's the question. So far, what are you most excited about that you've seen in Lowtown? Like, what have you been dying to get your hands on the most?
Honestly, so scaffolding and
Yeah.
and Widow's Walk stuff, like
Yes.
specifically, because I do a lot of again, I go back to the Strahd campaign because I'm running it now. Valaki, big city sort of encounter that's way too complicated for its own good. There were so many moments where they're fighting either vampires or cultists or other things through the city streets, and there was always really cool stuff that I have to like go into a sewer or like do stuff in the buildings, but I only have the small currently, like the tiny perches, the tiny
yeah,
assassin
no, you
perches.
need big.
So you can only do a few things at once, and I've tried
Yeah.
like laying my own 3D printed stuff on there, and it never worked perfectly for me. So I'm very excited for that.
It's playable roofs. It's gonna
Oh,
be.
it's so cool. You know what's so
bonkers.
funny? So my thing that I was like, oh, this is going to be my district was the Florida, what's the name of the district? Why am I blanking?
Into the pits.
Into the Pit. And then I was like, wait.
But you had the hard name, Flortal.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's easy. Because
That's the easiest name I
yeah.
think ever is Florida.
That's an Eli original.
That's great.
The ultimate wordsmith.
But then I was looking more at
That is nice.
Yeah, I
just
like
trying
that.
to get a little bit.
Yeah.
And I didn't see I figured there could still be stone
Yeah,
underneath.
it looks great. I like the wood flanking. It's like.
And I'm gonna try to figure out a way to make it go over here, but I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do that yet. What was I saying? But then I got looking into either the
Oh, sorry, I
district
was
of the assassin, like the alleyways,
Ambush alley.
Ambush alley,
Alley.
or
Well, the amount of building pieces in that, it's the variety pack.
Yeah.
It's got all the roofs. It's got
It's
all
the
the.
ultimate like urban assassination encounter.
Yes.
yeah.
Thing. It's like perfectly set up for doing rooftop chases.
And the one I keep basing my pledge on a district, and then trying to do the backfill and figure out what I'll use and what I won't. So the one I was playing with today was the marketplace,
Yeah.
because I was debating if I.
Well, it
I
has
tr-
all the fun, wild shapes.
And if I am trying to not spend all of my rent on this,
Admirable.
I was like, do I need the same amount of
Do
both
just
roof
stir.
colors?
No.
And I'm like,
Because they're expensive.
I
You
can-
should choose one and like go heavy on one with just a little bit of spice on the other.
and the green, like, don't get me wrong,
Ham?
this is great and looks like seedy as hell, and I love it. Like, it's like that cool sort of Thieves Guild kind of cover. This is so pretty, and I feel like could be used for like a lot.
Yes.
Like, I just feel like it's a
Yep.
slightly more
Yep.
versatile. So I was like, well, marketplace is green roofs.
Yep.
I also
And a lot of interesting shaped green roofs, and a bunch of the good building bits, and it's got a good dressing bits, and it's got 4 battle boards. So it's like,
And so I'm backfilling like what I want, like the townsfolk are.
you know
cool
what's
as
gonna
hell.
mess you up?
What?
The Elven Trading Post.
That's
I'll
true,
show you a
actually,
picture.
Yeah.
Oh, great,
Yeah.
great, yeah. I was like, you know what? After the stream today, I'll know exactly what I'm doing. Did you get rid
can't
of
prove it.
these? No!
Yeah, there's 3 over there,
Okay, I might not have enough to do what I'm trying to do.
and here's 2 more.
So we
Stop
got,
teasing us with the trade post. You'll get a look at
Sunday.
it. Sunday?
Sunday.
I think we'll get a teaser of it before then. Though.
Sunday.
They'll see the full
Sunday.
thing. They'll see the
Full thing Sunday. Maybe we tease it Saturday.
Well, I thought it was going to be at the end of the next email. We're going to do
The
a
little.
teaser. We're planning on doing a teaser. We're not doing a teaser.
We could. Yeah, I thought it was. Was it? What are we? Yeah, let's see.
I was planning on
Show,
doing a teaser.
yeah,
there
yeah,
and full-
yeah. Showing video, that little pan up thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
What am I looking for? I'm looking for the street.
Here.
Hear it first, folks. Teaser.
Is there a discount for 4 districts? We couldn't include that on the Kickstarter page because Kickstarter caps the total pledge you can have in there. We'll probably have like pledge levels for like just massive amounts of districts in the pledge manager, but we just can't have them on the
We'll
Kickstarter
see
itself.
where-
We'll see, but like to do something like that, it would need to be in pledge manager.
now, I know you can't really say because it's like choosing your favorite kid, but what are some of your top either districts or landmarks that you're just like pumped right out of the box? Like the wizard's house is one of my absolute favorites.
Miles.
Wizard Townhouse is super popular.
Yeah. Did I alt build a wizard townhouse or did I alt build? No, I alt build the Lumber Baron's Lodge, didn't I?
Yes, you all
Yes.
built the Lumber Baron's Lodge.
Right, that's the one I turned into the low budget wizard school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I love
Best
the Lumber
kind of
Baron's
wizard
Lodge.
school.
Yeah, one because I loved putting together that alt build. It was a blast
Yeah.
to do, and it's the first build that I've done that's been like featured on the site. So stoked about it.
Yeah.
And also the idea, the name the Lumber Baron was something that I just casually said in dev, and Nate
Stuck.
loved it, and now it's a district. So.
It fits. It fits.
Well, you know,
like-
it is anytime we can inject a little bit of story into a thing, it's a win.
Yeah.
And it was already a little story. There was like, it started a fun narrative that we've been running with in dev.
I can't build without injecting a little story, and it's a problem sometimes. So it's.
But that's the driver.
Oh, you'll never. Hamster just used his subscription message to tell us what his favorite district is. You'll never guess what it is.
The hamster wheel.
What was
Don't
it?
tell him about the hamster.
Oh, there. Yeah. So Warfield surprised me too.
Oh,
Like,
Right.
Warfield was a lot of people was like a couple people's like
Sleeper
favorite.
hit?
For they're like everybody's like sleeping on this, but it's really really good.
it actually
Like-
probably per like
Actually,
for everything I need. If I had to get one thing, it would probably cover me for a
Well, it has the biggest variety of building pieces all in one place.
Yeah.
And
Let's just
Hamster's
go
built
over
it,
there
cool, Elf
and
builds
ask
it.
him about it since I have the mic.
We should put a secret mic on and Hamster and you hear him
Yeah.
mumbling in the back. Where
Kelly
is
told him about the hamster wheel.
the streets? Where's the...
Oh, streets were.
Oh, right here. Like,
How big is the build you guys are working on? Is this three districts in size? It's over
More.
3 districts.
Yeah.
well, it's a mix of everything because we're using the idea is to just sort of show up. Like if you have all the Dwarven Forge, this is what you could do.
It's also I mean there's a lot of old stuff in here too, along with the new.
Streets, castles,
Could you show a
wildlands.
Wildlands River cutting through the city with various bridges? I think that's too much of a modification to
Yes.
what we've currently got built.
There's
to do
going
that
to be,
tonight.
maybe we could work on this a little bit, like eventually
There's
here,
gonna be
there'll be a
bridges.
bridge
Bridges.
back, so we could start at least what maybe it looks like once.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're planning on having bridges connecting it here, so we can do a little bit there, but that's a ways off currently.
Yeah.
Alright, let's...
These stairs are too high. Oh, actually, have we used the prototype ramps yet? The cobblestone ramps?
We haven't? Those are really cool. We should definitely make sure to show
There's
off
some
the
here,
elevation.
but
There's some down there?
yeah.
Because I was gonna start doing. I was gonna start
And
going
then
up
we'll
to
get
here.
the uppers.
Do
You know,
Oh yeah, we need the little one now, and then I'm good.
yeah, we gotta go. We'll get the.
I
box
love the urban
set.
elevation system.
It's killer.
It's
We just don't have enough
yeah.
of it. Is the problem? We need
We
more.
only have a couple prototypes.
Yeah.
Because it's killer. Those arches, the half arches, are like the best. You know, to answer your favorite district question, I think downtown Dockside
Also,
is my favorite, which is also was the first one I did, and it's the sort of the proof of concept of Lowtown. Like it really is the essence of Lowtown was like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like shady, rundown, seaside thing. Like that was the you know,
Yeah.
this when we were picturing Lowtown in development. Like that was the picture.
No, that makes sense.
And it feels like it captures the essence of it in a really fun way. Although the Elven Trading Post is kind of the green roof version.
The antithesis.
Yeah, they're dueling. They're right across the river from each other, like throwing stones. I
Why do
think.
we gotta... Alright, thank you for getting a hype train going.
Love it.
Woo!
Love
Thank you,
a hype
thank you,
train.
hype train.
Nice.
Were you guys around? Were you getting it when they were doing the boost train? Yeah. Oh!
I keep forgetting I
What
have a
was it?
soundboard.
What's the boost
The
train?
boost train. Okay, the boost train, in my opinion, is a scam. I mean, it's all kind of a scam. But the
It's
boost
all
train.
kind of a scam.
but
Tell
at
us
least-
what you really think,
No,
Matt.
no. Well, I mean, I'm on Twitch a lot, so like,
Yeah.
so me and shout out to Will, who might be in the chat right now, our streamer for extra credits. Hype trains happened, but for a while they were boost trains. And what they were trying to do is instead of just generating hype and like, basically you unlock emotes when you get to certain hype train levels for everyone in chat who got you to that point. Hype trains or boost trains didn't do that. Boost trains instead basically gave you ephemeral suggestions. Like, you boosted your stream, we're gonna suggest this to 50 more people, and it's like, how are you doing this,
and who
Twitch?
cares?
Like, it never functioned, and they tried for like a month, and I was very upset.
Oh wow, we got the hype train to level 3.
Love it.
Woo!
Keep going. Choo choo.
What happens if?
name is John C.
Wow, I'm hyped now.
Good night.
I just have a lot of, I don't know.
Oh. Wait, it was at first I was like Undertaker because of the WWE, but then I was like Taco Bell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's sponsored.
Yeah.
Taco Bell
Sponsored.
sponsored The Undertaker.
What else?
I'm just trying to live Moss over here, and you're knocking everything over.
Live Moss quarter mile at a time.
What else is what does the chat like to know? How else can we entertain the people?
Are
you not entertained?
Pizza? Dude.
Ooh,
Dude,
yeah.
I wish there was a button. Yeah, that would make Twitch
Oh,
the best.
the instant pizza button.
How tall do you want this back building?
Yeah, how
5
tall can you
stories?
make it?
Also, have you experimented with, and I don't want to,
Probably.
so, yeah, I'm sure, yeah, have you guys tried a thing? Taking some of the core and sort of doing like how well does it work? Like if you extend it a little bit to do like almost like a diagonal. Does that even
well.
function?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can offset stuff by like
Level
an inch.
4.
Okay.
Hanging up.
Level
Level 4 height train.
Level 4.
Nice.
Look at those raptors.
Let's go.
Thank you, everybody. That's super generous. That's very nice. Woo! Wait, we need sunglasses to take them off.
Safety goggles in the shop.
Yeah.
We got safety
Do I have any on my hat? No. Okay.
All right, let's see.
A lot of times.
You should knit some.
Let's see.
Safety goggles.
Getting Baja
Seven.
Blast. Yeah, let's go.
Save.
Get Baja. Who said get Baja Blast?
A couple people.
Yeah.
Man, people really like to talk about stuff. All right.
People.
We have a meme on.
Talk about material works. Let's jot it down for Hightown.
We have a meme on our channel about Baja Blast, so I love that it's transcended.
Oh, it might actually be some people.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's your people.
From your
Representing the whole thing wasn't Dark Souls. We're like, what if the blue flask was just Baja Blast?
Good.
I got my friend for Christmas a Baja Blast scented candle
Night of the Phoenix
and
was
like
wondering.
Baja Blast socks and everything.
Night of the Phoenix was wondering like what the best district to be for like maximizing like encounters in the city streets. Would that be Ambush Alley?
Probably no Shelly.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Especially if you want
Or-
the textured bot, like
Or
the textured floor.
Warfield Village, if you're doing a battle mat or something, if you don't want sculpted ground,
That gives you
you get a few more building bits
Basic
um,
stuff here or is that in the region?
to one of those. If you already have a whole bunch of streets or something, you
Like,
could
you know,
Warfield Village.
like walls.
Should all be here. I don't know. I got
Okay.
odds and ends.
Yeah, because I want to see if I can build sort of my sideways, my diagonal.
Yeah.
So, do you have?
We need some biscuits for you too.
Oh yeah. Ooh, biscuits. Check.
Now,
just
be
give me one.
warned, this is not the
Thank
true
you.
biscuit experience. Here, you can have a taste of. This is a taste of the real biscuit.
Ooh.
Here, we're gonna give you live on camera. This is Dwarvenite. We cooled these ones early, so you can try biscuiting those.
Okay.
That's the real.
What percent of the roofs of the Elven Trading Post are green?
All.
You think
all
you think
percent.
the elves are gonna mess with dark roofs?
I don't know what percentage all is, but it's that much.
Yeah. Well, it's
That's
actually.
nice.
I know you're not the theoretical physicist in the family,
Right?
but
Yeah.
it is. It is 100.
You sure about that? It's like I thought
Yeah,
it was
I'm
like
pretty sure.
40 or something.
In theory, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope the elves only work in wood for their trading posts. I can't remember honestly. I think it's.
That's real good.
Right?
A lot
Also,
of people
your
are
shirt
afraid the Elven Trading
hilarious.
Post. Somebody's asking if Elven Trading Post can make them replace. Oh, that's cute. I didn't notice that.
We got building biscuits on camera.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah.
Woo!
Is there one more?
This could be awesome.
Somebody's asking
Cobblestone
if
floor.
Lumber Baron Lodge is their current like
Lumber Baron's a killer.
base,
I don't
and they're
know.
wondering if Trading Post is going to blow that up.
Maybe.
I
There's
think
going to
it-
be
I
a
think-
war
I think it depends on
between
what they prefer
lumber barons and
work-wise.
they have a lot of similarities.
Honestly,
There
I'm
are
a
differences
little
too.
torn.
Ooh,
I love
and Miles
Lumber
is
Baron
like-
Lodge, but I'm a little torn.
Your team lumber baron all the way too.
Lumberberry?
Lumberberry.
Lumber Baron.
They call me Lumber Baron.
I'm Lumberberry, the Lumber Baron.
Matt,
Yeah.
I mean, said she'll give you $20 if you eat a biscuit.
Don't eat a biscuit. No.
How will I get the $20?
That's a great question.
So when we were building one of our big old builds, we were like bargaining for biscuits.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
we do not have enough for what we need. It's Here's the thing.
It's a little
also,
mini
like,
game with them.
We've here on this Kickstarter, we've made a lot more of the prototypes in-house that we're using.
Yeah.
Which is why they're so limited. As the person who has like cast and tooled the large majority of the prototypes for this Kickstarter, I did my best, y'all.
Yeah.
there was a question.
I do
about
not
a
blame
piece-
you.
Yeah, there's a question about a piece that I don't think any of the examples that we have of it have some of the holes, and people noticed. They're like, "Oh, is this gonna have the holes?" And they said, "Like, yeah, yes, it will."
It's the floral.
Yeah, the photos are
Oh.
gonna have those,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah,
"Listen,
you
we
really
got
messed
it."
up on that one. You made my life really hard.
Yeah. I added 3 of the floors, but not the ones.
Do we have
3 of the
those-
holes
streets
yesterday, but
anymore, or
not
those
the
in
2
build?
on the inside.
Yeah, which some
two
are
by
better
fours?
than none.
Yeah, just the
Two
two.
by,
by-
oh,
two
you know
by
what
two.
we could do? You know what would be ideal here for you?
Our
City
all-time
Builder's
hype
Base.
train record
Yeah,
has
that's
been
what I'm looking
shattered.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Nice.
Wow.
What happened?
All-time
Our
hype train.
all-time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You're here for history in the making. This goes in the record book.
I love it. I love
The
it.
Kroll
Thank
train.
you, everybody.
Woo!
Ooh.
This is my favorite one. I don't care.
There we go. I was like, can they hear it and we can't?
Oh, they can hear it.
Yeah,
What do
good.
they-
I gotta say,
my dude, meme edits of this song or somebody. Somebody did this song with all the pauses taken out.
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, that was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
This was Toby before. It was like,
Second
hey, you
down
should
by Nintendo.
use the spacers.
I feel like you hit level 5 before. I don't know if we went.
And you
we
can
went
also
level 5
put,
or not, but they told me that we
The
brought
railings
all
from
time
the
back.
first city on top of it to
Would
make
they
a
lie
short
to us?
fence.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Would Twitch lie to us?
So Twitch, it might have. So
Make a little-
you might have hit a level 5 before it started recording them to tell you if you did. That happened to us too.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But it's pretty exciting.
But back to the actual Dwarvenite pieces here again.
Oh,
Like
yeah, let me get. Yeah.
I was gonna say, when biscuits were announced,
You were scared.
I was kind of scared because
yeah.
like everything else, I'm like,
Well, if you ever used Warlock
Like-
clips, you're like, whoa, no. This is like, I don't want to go
I didn't
do
want to
this.
say it. I'm glad you did, Nate. But no,
Well, even our old bow ties, like clipping
Yeah.
tiles
It's
together
hard.
is a very common thing.
this is a good. I don't know how else to call it. Like a good feel. Like the way it actually feels like both secure and you can just
You can get
Pop
it
it.
out without killing
and
yourself.
once
just
it's together, very light stuff or bumps or anything is not moving it. So
now do it with the prototypes, and you can get really upset.
I'm not gonna put a single biscuit in a prototype.
It'll
Yeah.
ruin your.
No, not even just the feel. I don't want to break.
Yeah.
You can put
Fair.
them in. We biscuit some of the roofs that
Some
we
of them
need.
are like good,
You
some of them are
can do
bad.
it. I have a little chisel here because
what
I'll
was I
like carve
getting?
out that. Making a mold for a piece for those biscuit holes was intensely
Sure.
difficult. So
Yeah. How Merc's wondering how it feels removing the biscuits.
Really? Like so here? Like so? I just
Not just like separating, but like
yeah, but like pulling it out. So I just put this one in pretty deep, right? I mean, what the weird thing is when you put them in, at least, and this is a total novice saying this, I'm like, I'm never getting this thing out.
Oh, okay. I know what
Like,
to do.
there's no, like it felt like it's in there good. It was
You actually get
pretty
it out.
light. Like, and I'm wondering, that's probably is the Dwarvenite itself that sort
Yes,
of.
That's
That's
the
the
thing.
thing,
So the thing we've been trying to like communicate to people as much as possible is like the biscuits work phenomenally with soft materials like what Dwarvenite
Yeah.
is. Our prototypes are super hard. So it's 'cause it's the same thing. It's the same thing with like the rods
Yeah.
from like Wildlands. Like the elevation rods for
Oh,
building stones and everything.
remember
were
those
so
videos?
painful in our polystone prototypes. Like because they didn't because they were hard. They
Yeah.
didn't have the give for actually getting the thing out.
You're not using
Yeah,
all
there
the
was no
octagon towers,
play.
right?
But yeah, when we had the factory tool these out so we could see what it felt like in Dwarvenite, we were like,
something
cool,
I'm trying to
it
repair as
works.
I go.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
This
worried
one's
about it.
new.
But
wanted
man,
to
then
use
having to
two.
go back
I
to the
might use
prototypes,
third, who
the
knows?
prototypes are
I
rough.
don't know if this one as well.
Do we have the fills?
Yeah. Can I
Anywhere?
use one?
Yes.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are also rough.
I'll find them.
I
Yeah.
want to do a watchtower.
I'll find them.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, I was getting you basics. That's what I.
Oh yeah, or I can go grab it
Every
if you tell me.
time.
Oh, this has glue.
Well, that's the hard
Oh.
part.
Tell me where all the secret things are, Nate.
Well, it's,
I'll
no,
find
it's not that
them.
we're hiding. I just don't know. It's
The rubber
chaos.
Warlock clips are significantly better than their initial hard plastic ones. Again, I think that's because the rubber is softer than the Warlock
Yeah.
material. You have a hard and a soft material.
I could see that working.
When you have two hard materials,
Yeah, because like
it gets rough.
yeah, this being resin,
Yes.
it's like I wouldn't.
Trying to get the scaffolding in particular. Working with the scaffolding prototypes
Well,
has
like-
been so fiddly, like to get it like to line it because when you're doing it all by hand, it is so hard to be precise.
If I can, is this
Like,
the camera I'm going to?
And like Miles has done a phenomenal job, but
Yeah.
like he's not a machine.
yeah,
Like
because like I can totally see once this is actually in Dwarvenite how like clean this will just go.
It's gonna be killer, right? Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta play with those.
Yeah.
First, put some of the basics
All right,
in.
thank
Just
you.
enjoy. Those are some windows. Here's some straights.
Thank you.
Here's some corners.
I think that should we can I can put them over here if you need to get
Yeah.
out of your way, but.
These are very satisfying. I mean, they're dungeon. You know, they're wooden dungeons. They're like.
I am psyched to integrate these into dungeons, and I know you just released a video about sort of
You can
putting
play,
in the other things.
yeah.
really would love to see the castle wall next to the double high wall in Cities Untold.
Castle wall.
If we can bust out some of the new double
Yeah. So
highs,
this guy,
see how it compares. Oh, do we have like double highs right there?
this guy next to
I could throw a
next to
double
a
high.
castle.
I could reloose.
The castle is well. Once this is in the thing, yeah, you could do a really neat gatehouse if you did this. It's the same height as castle wall. We could do a little. Let's do a little gatehouse.
Take a 2x4, make it double
Yeah.
high. and then just build it in line with castle walls.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Is it very nice?
Nice.
Oh, this is not so nice.
I might break my rule and try
rule?
half. So it's a biscuit into Dwarvenite, and then a little bit into this one because
those
it's-
ones are particularly loose. So let's see what happens.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
So
so
some of them are
sometimes if
tight,
they're
some
too
of them
loose,
loose.
you can put white stick on the biscuit and it'll help it grip.
It's like butter.
Yeah.
Never done this before. Never.
Yeah.
No,
That's the thing. Like
There we go.
when all the videos dropped, we had a couple people who were like, I don't know, those seams, like, this does seem very secure. And I'm like, it's the prototypes, man.
Yeah.
It's
It's okay. It's not
there's only
for
so
you.
much we can do.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
If you don't like Dreams and Fairy Dust, this is the wrong
Yeah.
place for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find one.
Do a Fieldstone Stronghold district for the Pledge Manager, Cough Cough. A whole district of Fieldstone for Stronghold? Let's see. I think
Like
main thing
the
is,
Frontier
how would you
Outpost in
top it off?
Fieldstone.
I think how would you top it off is the thing.
Fireworks.
Because we
On
would
the
want
roof.
the crenellations is what we would want. And like, it's not in here.
We could do like an interesting
Hoarding.
like
The
not
railing.
freestanding walls, like a scaffold maybe top with the
Railings.
walls. Railings. So it's like they've added like wooden reinforcements on the top
Yeah.
for
Like hoarding.
Upset
Yeah.
the Fieldstone isn't represented that strongly in the bundles.
Well, our theory was that a lot of people had Fieldstone already. We didn't want to go too heavy on it. So we have stuff like the City Barracks, which was heavy on it, and it definitely pops up in Warfield and in Ambush Alley and stuff. But we didn't have like a full-on. It's something we could definitely consider for the Pledge Manager. We're thinking of adding 1 or 2 districts for the Pledge Manager, and that is a gaping hole, right? Like one of the things we're trying to have all the districts hit different notes, right? You want them each to be doing something different and new, so that would be a note that we haven't hit. So that's a good request.
I will say though, on the Fieldstone train, that's the piece I think I have the most of.
Yeah,
Like so,
and there's a lot of people. There's a lot of mats out there.
I was for
I
the
didn't
world's
really want
sake.
that out there,
For the
right?
world's sake, I hope not.
It is an extremely common name.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
true.
No, but there's a lot of our backers that have a lot of Fieldstone already.
That's the thing. We have gotten a couple complaints from people too, saying that they wish we didn't do so much of Fieldstone this time, and it's like,
The one thing that
But
I'm
you have to
having,
buy it.
I'm, and maybe this is going into one of the other districts, is where I saw it over. Oh, it's the gate right here, the Lion Gate. I was like, I want that pack real bad, and I'm like
Yeah.
trying to figure out like the rest.
Okay,
of the
okay.
thing.
What if hypothetically
I'm listening.
there was a pack that had?
oh, you're gonna pitch it right now?
I'm gonna pitch it
Okay,
live.
all right.
We're pitching it live, Chris.
Hey,
What if there was a pack that had 2 of those lion arches with the portcullises, 4 abbey window walls, which are tough to get. I don't know if you have any of those.
Shut the front door.
And 2 of the double door walls that you're using, the stone double door walls, are also hard to get. And then what if we also threw in not 8, not 10, but 12 corner posts? So the new corner posts. So you could get some new corner posts, plus all that stuff
The
together.
corner post being sorry, that's the
The
one.
new Fieldstone, just regular
Yeah,
corner
okay.
posts, but they have
But
they have the holes in them,
yeah.
so you
yeah,
can
the
take
basic
the sides.
idea of it would
So you
be
could
like,
you could spruce up your
Yeah.
existing Fieldstone.
That
As someone
feels-
with a lot. Would
that
you buy?
feels perfect.
And what if I told you it was, what was it, like $90?
yeah, it's a sub $100 pack.
So that
So it's about $90.
Yeah.
again, for someone that doesn't have Fieldstone, hypothetically, of course, for someone who doesn't have Fieldstone, the pack that it's currently in makes sense.
Yeah.
For me, it did not.
Yep.
Something
Which
like
is what
that.
we've been hearing from, right? And that's what's fun about Kickstarter is we can get the feedback and be like, okay, what can we adjust and add to Pledge Manager? So that's one that Tyler has put together that is
That's exciting.
a very high,
Yeah.
high probability of making it into the Pledge
Looks like I'll be getting one more small chest.
Manager. There you go.
Yeah, Tyler's been trying to figure that out because a lot of people were saying they want to be able to get the lion wall,
And it's
but they weren't
it's-
all agreeing on what that pack should look like.
Yep.
So
But
it's
that's-
like, how do we find like the good?
And
middle
people
ground?
wanted the corner posts.
Yeah.
They want some new corner posts and all the
Because-
other stuff. And
The quickest way to spruce up the Fieldstone that
Yes.
I already have is the ivy, is the facades, is the
Yep.
the why am I blanking? The posts out of it that stick onto the facades that kind of go under. They're almost like the supports.
corbel rows.
Yeah.
Yes, and the hoist, and like you can put all that stuff
Can you
on
show
there.
the line?
Boom, and
Yeah.
you'll have it if you'll have it in your, wherever you end up, Ambush Alley or whatever, you'll have that, and this will give you something. Yeah.
Do we have that lion wall and build somewhere so people are asking to see it?
Ooh,
over
here's
here?
it. This is gonna get people riled up. You ready? Have you buckled your?
Oh, Wall of Doom! Let's go.
your-
What?
It's in the modular Wall of Doom.
All right. Can they see? see.
Yeah, they
Yeah, that's what I was talking
So
about.
this
Here, let's
it's gonna have a
bridge.
bridge. This is a Toby. This is the Toby special, classic Toby.
special.
So it's gonna have with big old bridge coming out here, going over to the other district, and then that feeds right in. And then on the other side, we're showing your master work with the the M1. And then the inside, it's got.
A little bit hard to take off.
Yeah, it is. It's backwards. And then
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
can't-
oh, it's a long.
Oh, it's a long one.
Oh boy, yeah, it's taking off. It's got the open arch on the other side, so it's so it flows out into where Matt's building over there.
Sorry.
Oh.
The posts are helpful, but not old walls. There's only one new wall though, so like the pack has to have. We can't do a pack of just like 4 lion walls.
There
It's
are
not-
small
it's not
castle floors
sustainable.
behind the buttresses. That is a good eye. Someone
But
said.
the way that you just described it, so it was 2 of those, the 8 posts with the holes in them,
10 or
10 or 12 or
I think
whatever.
it's 12.
And then what was the other one? Because I was excited about that too.
Abbey window walls.
Yes.
And then the double doors. It was basically it's the line portcullis, and then it was the 2 fieldstone walls that have been the hardest to get.
Yep,
Basically.
that makes total sense.
Abbey walls are the M arch ones. Yeah, they're the ones that come with like the Bridge of Valor that look like they belong on a church, like an abbey. Because like the plain
Oh, this
walls
is-
and the arrow slit walls, people have been able to get pretty well, and
Yeah.
like the window walls and regular doors, people have been able to get.
Mhm.
But the double doors and the abbey windows were very hard to come by.
So here's the other piece of Toby master work. Behind this awesome scaffolding. Oh, I see. No, I
Is
can't
it kind
grab
of on there?
It's
That's
there's the boarded
cool.
in, the boarded up
Oh!
insert. How do you?
Oh, yeah.
say?
You can move the stairs.
Pop the stairs.
There's like a lot of people are talking about getting a bunch of narrow window walls, but not many narrow solid walls. That's another thing we've been talking
there you go.
about. Nothing
that's cool.
to announce yet, but it's a thing that has been noted.
Ah, that's one way to do it.
All right, well, there you go. That's cool.
Yeah, it's the McDonald's walls. That's the abbey window. Yeah.
See the lion arch to the other side with the boarded up insert. Still can't see because there's not enough light, but I can move this. Yeah.
Just put all the new fieldstone pieces in a pack. No, putting all the new fieldstone pieces in a pack together is not a sustainable pack. We can't having like 1 double high and 2 narrows and then like a regular wall.
We've got
Like
2
none of
double
like
highs.
build. It's not a sensible pack. If we made that, it would not go well.
I can't tell if I'm doing the coolest idea or the dumbest idea.
Is there a verdict
could-
on full length wall
I'm gonna
spacers in
put
the
a
Blood
thing
Manager?
down here to go out.
Full length wall spacers have a very high probability of making it to the pledge manager.
Yeah.
It kind of wants to be
That's another thing we weren't
bigger
talking
so it
about.
overhangs. Like
Do you want to make it so larger?
I
Like
feel like if you went 2 inches more, then you could slide the whole thing. Like you'd have cool overhang on every
On every
side,
side?
and it would
Alright.
feel like this really, I don't know.
Or
You take advantage of.
if you use the newer wood floors, you can peg in the railings on the side to make a balcony.
yo,
Ooh.
there we go. All right,
Wraparound balcony on the
Redo.
whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
what are you talking about? I don't want packs of these at all.
Yeah.
I-
Why are you sticking those in your pocket?
no, yeah.
Any chance of seeing any battle boards of smaller size? No, having them be 12 by 12 is kind of the point of battle boards.
Yeah, we initially, when we were first concepting them, we thought about 6 by 6, and then we were pricing it out and whatever, and it seemed like 12, we'll probably never do one smaller than 12 by 12, because at that point you might as well just buy sculpted floors.
The point of battle board is to give you like an extremely affordable way to cover a whole square foot.
Yep.
Um,
Especially with the texture. Oh, you haven't seen.
Yeah.
Oh, they're built into here.
With the prototypes of the new floors, sorry to interrupt. Can you put the? Is it safe to put the pegs in them and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
any chance?
I wish you could. I wish we didn't have this built in. You could play with the.
Oh, sorry.
No, the 12 by 12 battle board is handling like the big
Oh, yeah.
beefy. Like it's.
How about cobblestone terrain tray? Don't think we have a plan for that currently.
It's a definite maybe. It was roughed out, but I don't
winter-
know.
When are we returning to castles?
Oh, definitely maybe never. I don't know, long time.
Definitely, maybe never.
Well, here's what we have to do. We have sci-fi is coming down is kicking into light speed. We got board game is a cruising. We have Hightown
which
We-
we've already done a ton of work on. So like, we
So
don't really
those
just need
those
to
three
say-
are already
Yeah.
cooking.
so-
We have to go back into the dungeon. We got to go into the dungeons to hit catacombs, sewers, dungeons, and then we can think about castle.
Yeah.
Honestly, what feels smarter to me personally, what makes more sense to me, is like essentially an extension of the new city system for castles. Like so you can integrate them together.
Biscuited castle
Yeah,
magic.
like-
Yeah, it would be.
One of
It
the
would be a
things-
whole new.
One of the things I want to do before we get to the pledge manager is make a video that highlights how we actually have already expanded the castle system by having these
Secretly.
Because
Yeah.
there is compatibility. It's just been finding the time to do it. One, we haven't really had like actually a lot of the new fieldstone floor. We don't have like 2 fieldstone floors yet.
As of tomorrow, we might have.
Yeah.
We're close, but
Well-
yeah. Well, for pledge manager, hopefully we'll have them,
Yeah.
then we can show off
But
exactly
like
what you said.
yeah, there is new
What do you say?
there is new stuff you can do with castles now because we've made this stuff in Lowtown, and I wanna highlight it before we get to the pledge manager. You wanna have time for castles when you're working on modular boats? Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that's true.
Modular ships
Yeah,
goes
it's
with
really
castles.
going to take a bite out of it.
That's although what if it was castles on the sea, and we had
Castles are fine. They just need very little extra other than restocking and explaining, which is something we're also working on. Like we're actually getting some castles restocked throughout
but
this
there's some
Yeah.
stuff we could do with castles now that biscuits, like what Miles just said.
Yes.
Now that biscuits are a thing, we can go
Go
to
nuts.
castles like to the next level.
And a lot of it is like and touching on the explaining. That's also why we did that builder's masterclass video. Is a lot of castle stuff people just didn't understand or just didn't know what you
we
could do with a
never
lot of it.
explained it.
Yeah, so we are trying to cover it.
Understand it.
Yeah.
I will say, when I got the Necro Key,
You got the Necro Key?
I did get the Necro Key. Dude, look
Maybe
at my
the last
shirt.
one. Yeah.
Look
that's
at my
true.
shirt.
Alright, yeah.
When we did the episode, Nate, the end of the
Yeah.
script was like, oh yeah, wait, how much would it cost to do Castle Ravenloft and Dwarven?
That
And
was
there
for asking for
That
friends.
was literally
yeah.
my question. That
Uh-huh.
was the closest I could get. But I will say, while it's a cool set, like trying to figure it out after that being my first introduction to castles.
Did you look at the build guide?
I did, and that helped it out a lot. But
But
like,
it's still it's a lot to take in.
I'm also the guy that's like, I can figure this out. It's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the picture. I was
You're
like,
my wife.
build
She's like,
guide. Yeah, it'll be
instructions.
fine.
That's for no. I got this.
that's for babies.
Hey man,
Yeah.
we need a word. It's giveaway
Oh.
time.
I smell smoke.
No, I mean, I was
What do
going to
you
go
got?
with what we said before. I think I'll go Lorax.
Yes.
That's how we
The
started
Lorax
this stream.
Just
For the
standard
people-
LORAX.
Yeah.
standard. Is there the
We are the
fancy
Lorax.
spelling of
Not,
Lorax?
not the New English.
Yeah.
Lorax.
No.
Yeah, we're going LORAX for a chance to win $50 of pledge manager
That's
credit
cool.
for Lowtown. You can get some of this stuff you're seeing on the table right now. $50 towards it. Just type Lorax into the chat. If you asked a question before this, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to ask it in like 2 minutes. The chat has now been
Chat
blown
gone.
up. Yeah, the chat has now been completely blown up with people typing Lorax.
Lorax.
So we're done. Yeah, people always mess with me.
Floridax.
Florax.
Our people are the best.
Nate, what were you
Like,
talking
absolutely.
about? You said you wanted to expand
Well,
it
I don't
slightly
know.
out.
It feels like
How do we do
you've
that?
got so much interesting geometry going on
Like-
there, and it's getting lost because of it's getting swallowed by the 4x4, right? If you can break off that square, so
You're talking another.
I think a 2x4. If you made this a 6x6 instead of a 4x6,
Copy.
I don't know if it's gonna work, but it seems like if you can get this, and you got a biscuit. You just got to bite
Yep.
the biscuit, so to speak.
Yeah, I'll do it.
If you can get this out, like
All right.
here, look how it look like come
That
from
looks
the
cool.
other side. It's just badass. Like,
Yeah, especially because
you know, yeah, and then you know what we do, because you have this bonus. Oh no, you don't. Then once you get this biscuited and secure, you tear out these floors
okay.
because we don't need them, and then we're gonna put and we'll use white stick because we put the corbel rows hanging in, and that'll feed you. That'll hold that thing up, and it'll
Alright.
look sick.
I'm
Try it, and
down.
if not, we just tear it up and keep going. Like I said, I mean, this is like we're endlessly sort of building, revising. Ooh, Toby, I like this.
It's a watchtower protecting the area.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Also looks like a water tower in New York City.
Yeah, it does.
Totally.
Yeah.
There's so on my train home where we go over
Can I
the
see, like-
water, you can look at the train and see one of those water towers made entirely out of stained glass.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I know
what?
exactly where that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Oh, we lost.
Lost the camera?
It's not functional anymore, but
No, but yeah, but
No,
well,
I've
they
seen it.
light it up from the inside.
Yeah,
at
it's
night.
real pretty.
It's
yeah,
beautiful.
it's so awesome.
Yeah, because I used to, because you can see it from the promenade too.
Mhm.
And I used to walk
Man,
around.
cool,
promenade.
Toby.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then this, I was just liking this real clean roof line. Just this, like, feels like barn, storage shed, warehouse. Just clean. Easy to read.
How far are we going? We're going. That's
Go all the way. Oh yeah, look at this. You see now? Wait, we gotta zoom in on that.
Nice.
You got like
That's pretty far.
that's
out,
you're
man.
trying to make like an octagonal building.
It's pretty far out. It's pretty far out.
Ooh, ah, ooh.
So we have
So good. Being pulled in by its gravitational pull.
Gravitational pull.
Gravitational pull. I'm jamming out with the Mick Jagger knots.
And we got what's it?
God, I love Flight of the Conchords so much,
good.
man.
Mood.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Is this
All
gonna
right,
work?
weird building shape.
Yo, get on that. What is that?
Nobody's sure
How
what
many?
it is,
How
but
many?
it's
Slowly
awesome.
but
Like,
surely.
yeah, lifting it up is one thing. Like,
Yeah,
if it's already
put it up on
satisfying,
a-
it's prototype.
You're kind of making a heart-shaped room there.
A little bit. Well, I'm not
Big
quite
Hearts
done.
DF,
Yeah.
yeah.
No. When I.
What David Bowie song is that? It's literally called Bowie's in Space.
Yeah, it's actually it's a Flight of the Conchords song called "Bowie's in Space." After this stream, look it up on YouTube. It's wonderful.
It's incredible.
Let's see. Let's see.
Bowie's in space.
Bowie's in space.
I can't remember which
That
one.
one's mine.
Okay, so
So I don't know. Yeah,
mine's
that
yours.
was yours.
It's business.
Never
time.
shall
Oh,
they
business
be.
time might be my favorite.
Business time's good.
It's the live version is way better. A lot of the songs are
Who's
better
got the
live than they
biscuits?
were in the show.
I have some.
I've got the
I have
biscuit.
6 biscuits.
Six.
You know,
bits.
surprisingly,
Oh, I don't have this.
biscuits are a hot commodity around here. Like we do not
Wanted to
have
see
enough
some weird
biscuits.
diagonal shapes.
They're worth their weight in gold and significantly more than $20.
Oh, this is a weird, lumpy building.
Weird biscuit. Oh, you know what? It just occurred to me. Roofing that.
Oh, don't think too hard.
We're gonna get there. I don't know.
Maybe
Guys,
it's time to
I'm
work
done
on
in an
those-
hour. It's your problem when I leave. This is.
Maybe it's time to look at those scaffolding pieces.
You want to?
Don't worry, I can figure it out.
Toby can do.
So here's the.
That's
so
really cool.
What would be the most because what I was trying to do initially, and this is kind of neat to have it show that it goes like that. I was gonna have an exit out this
Yep,
side to
out.
get to this area. So I was gonna kind of keep this open, or maybe some of the if it needed a wall, the freestanding on the outside on the wood. Well, if we kept the wood, we could also lose it.
This is gonna be the roof is gonna be.
I can also change it.
No, it's gonna look really cool. It's just, it's a lot. It's a valley. It's every diagonal needs a valley between it.
Is there
So
a
it's
reason,
like
is there a reason why these builds don't have
diagonal,
fieldstone
valley,
corner posts with
diagonal.
holes in them?
What?
Is there a reason why these builds don't have fieldstone corner posts with holes in them? We don't have those.
Yeah.
We do not have those tooled out yet.
There is a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a reason.
We didn't cast new fieldstone corner posts for us to prototype with, and
Because we could fake it with what we had and some
Yeah.
white stick, and we were focusing on the things we didn't have, which was everything else.
yeah. So drilling a bunch of holes into our stockpile of corner posts was not high on the priority list of things to get done on. So
Or just not on the list at all.
yeah,
But we'll get there.
arguably the lowest they could be.
Yeah. So, man, because we really barely got these pieces ready in time for the Kickstarter.
How much more scaffolding is there available?
Oh,
There's
there's
a
a
lot of
bunch.
Is there?
Scaffolding is one of the
Bring it
earliest
in.
things that we had cast, so we actually were able to make a lot of scaffolding.
Because I planned this so well. The cool part I'll build is going to be on the back where the camera.
Yeah. That's the Toby move.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm gonna make this really cool, elaborate, unbelievable thing on the inside of the building that you'll never be able to see, and it's unbelievable.
Because
He just did that with this other build. It was unreal, with a floral and a stair going in it, and you can't and it's all hidden under this thing, and he's like, well,
That's
what if
it.
you just take the walls off and
Could
the
this-
roof and then whatever to see it, and it's amazing.
theoretically, because I'm not familiar
Yeah.
with the new rules.
We like theory. We like theory.
And also,
Heavy theory craft.
Here is so much scaffolding.
I expect over time to
Ooh.
lose. I
I expect over time to lose all my biscuits because I misplace everything. Will it be possible to buy a set of replacement or extra biscuits?
Yes. Yes.
I
We
won't crack
will.
my head.
We will. Yes. We'll have a box of biscuits.
No. Oh yeah.
Biscuit extravaganza. Good question.
Put the posts with the floor packs instead of wall packs. Now the posts got to go with the walls. If we put them with the floors.
Stairs and all the room, I can go.
Well,
Okay.
because you're not always using. Sometimes you just want to have a lot of floors without walls.
Yeah. But you need the post to put the walls into.
Yeah, the floor
Yeah.
without a wall or a corner is still a floor. A wall without a corner post is not
It's
useful.
nothing.
Yeah. It's a weapon. All right. I'm gonna roll the giveaway in like 30
Yay,
seconds.
Lorax!
If you have not typed Lorax yet, go ahead and put it in. Let's see.
Oh, Toby, that stair.
Will biscuits be made of dwarvenite or something else to save money? They're ABS, I believe. Biscuits are ABS, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, biscuits are ABS, so they'll be
Hard,
more rigid,
rigid
and they'll
ABS.
actually hold shape and keep those
Look at
things
this thing, like,
secure.
Discovered this
Brought
cool.
scaffold in?
Yeah, it's under there.
Underneath here.
Do you have the 1x1?
The 1x1, no, I'll grab it.
Oh, it's
Cool,
okay. I
right.
can go. Oh yeah,
I
I'll
want
go.
some stuff anyway, so I'll go.
All right.
Curving stairs.
I gotta do
Classic Toby.
I gotta do my signature little wizard deck. So
Yeah.
Signature wizard deck.
Everyone loves a wizard deck.
Also, this is a great 2x2 coming off the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Door.
Oh, so we've got the
Armored
we
shutter.
got the
2x2 fieldstone built in line with the
Pull-
castle wall.
pull back a bit so you can get a better look at the whole thing.
Here's this classic Toby.
It's got like dungeon floors underneath it, cavern floors.
Caverns down
Yeah.
there. We'll dress that with some rocks. Some
Yeah, that's just there
rock
to
formation.
get it stable.
Yeah, we'll do some sort of
Yeah.
something like that. But
All right, let's roll
yeah,
this
it's
giveaway.
going into this.
Who
with,
shall win?
You decide.
You who won?
who's next?
Oh no,
Turns out it's
Jeremy.
Woo!
Ihausen.
Jeremy Ihausen.
1977.
Good year.
That's a phenomenal. Wait, is that the
No, it's one year
Yoink.
before.
this year before? I was gonna. Yeah, I'm like, you were born in the 70s.
76. The bicentennial. They made special quarters for my birthday.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Special quarters for my birthday sounds like a modern interpretation of like magic beans that you sold your cow for.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, we can interest you in some special quarters, see? Quarters for your birthday.
The man at the market said the quarters were special. They'd triple in value eventually. Jimmy,
Special
you
quar-
sold
hey,
a cow for these quarters?
They
On
sold
your
them
birthday?
$10 a piece. It was a bargain.
Oh, what's even better about them? We don't even have to carry around physical coins. They're all digital.
Oh,
Boo. That's
it's true.
They're on the blockchain.
Matt Damon told me it'd be a sure thing.
No. Jimmy Fallon and Paris Hilton were
Oh,
talking
that's
about
true.
it.
But they didn't sell it well.
Yeah, they had no idea what they were doing. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like their agents told them like, okay, you have to advertise this thing. They
But
had
the
no idea
thing
what
with
to
the
do.
ape, they got.
Yeah,
like,
they're just sitting there, it's like,
I
yeah,
got-
you wanna see my ape, and they just like hold it up to the audience, and they're just like, look, like they have no idea what to
Oh,
say.
I love this ape.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's yeah, it's
It looks like you.
so cool.
It looks like you, yeah.
It looks like it's the most awkward thing I've ever seen on TV. Oh my god.
I not a fan of Jimmy Fallon.
Hard save.
All right,
I need
let's
one
not
more
burn
biscuit.
any bridges.
No, man, that guy's no good.
Let's not ruin any partnerships.
He used to go to my local bar. And it just, bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Couple run-ins with that guy.
Legitimately?
Yeah.
Do you have like
Yeah, I
I
don't-
fought Jimmy Fallon stories?
No.
You used to know about him? Yeah, I remember you talking about
Ooh.
Yeah, we don't need to get on stream, but he's no good.
I'm liking this.
Yeah.
it. We're calling you out.
No good.
Fallon, your time's come.
Yeah,
Oh
we're-
man.
Going down with the Dwarven Army. We're gonna.
Man,
That's the street justice and
Where were you
Fallon
when
Town.
Nate beat Jimmy Fallon within an inch of his life?
More importantly, where were the authorities?
Local man with foam dagger.
I'm coming to you, Fallon. Who is this kid? Who is?
Knocked me unconscious, but didn't leave any bruises.
There's no evidence.
It's
see?
the perfect crime.
Oh god.
Oh,
Crying.
oh my gosh. So, getting back on track.
Yeah. Chris, he's gonna pee his pants.
Oh my god. I'm so happy.
I mean, it's still good.
The closest thing I had to that is I saw John Oliver walking his dog once. It was
Don't
very
leave me in a
big
room
dog.
alone with him.
Yeah.
I scared the crap out of Stephen Colbert once.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I was.
I heard he's really short.
He was, yeah, a little bit shorter than I expected him to be. But I was basically running up. I was using a sound booth in his old studio because I knew the sound design there, and I was doing some VO work. And I was late, so I was running up the stairwell, and I almost just crashed into him going down the stairwell. It was one of those like, "I'm sorry, Stephen Colbert," and he was very nice, but it was just a really weird moment. You don't expect to like run into them literally.
I talked with Rain Brady about Street Fighter for a bit.
Nice.
That was fun. He was a cool guy.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Which is good because conversations about Street Fighter with not cool guys are just not ideal.
Gotta get out. Eject, eject.
Most guys I've talked to Street Fighter about, not great.
Subpar.
I didn't say that. I very carefully didn't say that.
Let's see. Copper bay window roof over the LED floor coal pit floor cover could be an interesting thing for a smithy area
Oh,
in the city. In a small
yeah,
scale.
outdoor smithy. Yes, I like this
How have
idea.
I not
So
done that
give
yet?
it to me straight here.
You're slipping.
How many
am.
roofs are there available? And could we do like a tower thing if we wanted on
Yes.
top? Like,
Yes.
or
Yes.
I don't want to
Well,
use up
no.
everything from
Yes
like,
and no. Yes.
You've
You're
been
gonna have to
asking
eat-
such like quintessentially Dwarven Forge questions. Like
So
this whole stream.
yes. What you can do? So to evade the
inevitability
the
of
valleys.
the nightmare that I've
If
done.
you this is gonna be great. If you go like this, if you build up 2 stories on here, so I put some cornerstones in here.
Yep.
Build up two stories in here. You can throw your diagonals up against this. We'll have some exposed wood.
Copy.
It'll look really cool. Then you'll have this tower level up here, which will look killer.
Okay.
And it'll be great.
And then do we want? Does this need to go like to finish it, extend it out like that? Or
I think it's gonna be easier if
Without-
you don't,
cool.
so that
Copy.
you can then you can keep tapering up and get out of there.
All right.
Eject.
Exposed wood always looks cool.
Whoa! Look at this.
Yeah, it's like a bridge.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh wait,
brilliant.
what is that? Oh,
That's the
You're
half
bis- you're
arches
biscuiting it.
backwards.
Those are the backwards elevation.
Yeah.
that's rad.
Dude.
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna use this as a bridge between.
Yes,
That's
that's
rad.
cool.
No, that's so cool.
Oh my! Yeah. Let me
that's
move
a-
my garbage out of the way.
Well, no, I
Hey,
think
one
it
man's
works better
trash.
for
I wish I had more
Oh,
of
I
these
just
before I
broke it
jumped
again.
Yeah, we lost. I'll restart it.
Oh, that's awesome.
There we go. That's so cool.
Oh my gosh! All right.
Those
I wish I
half
had more of
arches are
these.
MVPs.
That's
I think
really-
they just
that's-
painted up.
that's-
Hang on.
that's really
Please stand
sick.
by.
Standing by. Red 5.
Will the real Slim Shady?
Cut the
please
chatter.
stand by? You're on in 5.
Oh yeah.
Bam, 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 bam.
Could that water tower be inverted with the octo sitting inside the double pay balcony?
Boom. Yes. You got a whole treasure trove.
Could that water tower be inverted with the octo sitting? So the octagonal tower sitting inside the double balconies.
Oh, interesting.
Treasure trove.
Oh, okay. So you're saying just
Put
take
this
the
on the-
top floor on the bottom, basically.
I don't want to switch the thing.
This inside that would.
Couldn't do it.
But
double
then
bay balconies. No, you're all good. We got
I
there
wanted
eventually.
to roof this. That's the problem.
Well, we could
Yeah,
do another
Dragus,
one.
we saw that.
Dragus.
And, like this is the thing. is that we had to figure out. We have
What
to
if
figure
you-
out how to offer this in a way that one, because everybody's disagreeing about what that pack should look like, and two, we have to make
What?
sure that it's a pack that's actually like sustainable, something that we can actually keep around and that won't. sit
What
in
does
the store.
Dragus need?
He wants the Fieldstone upgrade pack with a lion wall, just like a pack of only the new Fieldstone walls, which is the one double
Just
high,
the-
the lion wall, and like two.
Well, hang on.
narrows.
There's 2 double highs. There's a
Two double
pack.
highs.
There's a pack with just the double highs. We have the double
Yeah.
high wall pack that has everything. So it's just the lion arches. You know what you're gonna do, Dragus? I'm gonna bring 2 lion arch prototypes to Gen Con for you. Okay? And we'll give you that. It's 2, but at least it'll start the.
Oh, speaking of
Yeah,
conventions.
like we can't just make every. It has to be something that's actually sustainable, and that makes sense from a production standpoint. So we're trying to cover as much as we can, but we can't meet everybody's individual.
It's how
needs.
we end up with this stuff that we can
These
that
packs
we
that
can
are in
never
this-
restock in the store.
Yeah, one
Like, we
backer
don't
asked for
wanna-
the
we don't
Dwarvenaut
want
on
that.
Blu-ray, and now we have 700
Oh
copies.
man! Ow, deep cut.
Oh boy!
And in fact, it wasn't anybody asking for it.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Nope.
So, well, we're working on that other pack that at least has 2 of those and all the new posts and some
Oh.
walls. But it might not be great for everybody.
Yep.
Okay. Maybe I'll do just one.
The number of times. Yeah, you start bargaining for biscuits. You start
Bargaining.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why the
biscuit
Fieldstone
bargains.
wall pack that we made. So we have to keep walls of the same size together. We can't mix narrows with.
Oh
narrows
man,
with
last time we did
regulars, or
that,
we have-
Jimmy
or
Fallon
regulars.
showed up.
All the roofs.
The roofs, there's some more in all of
It was
them.
really.
I can
where
grab
are
them if you want.
Where are the?
They're like scattered around, so there's.
Oh, your railings.
I'll see if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Gen Con swag. Let's see. Abbey walls are still hard to get in good quantities. Yes,
They
this
are.
this helps fix that somewhat. And that's the thing. Like, the reality is because our compositions weren't great before, there are some pieces that were very hard to get. But if we just swing it into like, okay, we'll make a pack that's 8 of those things, then we just wind up having the same problem, but then in the opposite direction. And so
compositions
we've
have
got to
heart.
make something that'll eventually even it out, and then we don't have those issues anymore. We're trying to write it.
Trying to right the ship.
Yeah, we're trying to make it so
Shipwrights.
that we just don't. Which, for the people who were buying those initial packs, it's a little bit rougher because what's best for longevity isn't necessarily what's best for fixing the collections of people who were buying those initial compositions. So we're trying to handle both, but ultimately we're trying to organize
it's
everything
not
in
a
a way that
perfect
is
system.
sustainable long term.
What was I saying before? Oh, speaking, you mentioned Gen Con, Nate. You guys are going to PAX East, though, right?
We
Yes.
are.
Are
Are
you
you
there?
coming out?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, come
Oh,
hang
I
out.
will.
We'll
Absolutely.
be, yeah.
We're doing I think a panel on Friday.
Oh,
But I'll be
awesome.
there till till midday Sunday.
Amazing. Well,
Okay, if we
will
hit
be
10
in
million,
the
I want a
back
cage match
left
between Nate
corner.
and
And
$10 million stretch
Yeah,
goal
come hang
cage
out.
match between Nate and Fallon. Is what they're saying.
I'm
But
in.
Fallon has to dress like his board ape.
And Nate's in full LARP gear.
Yeah,
I'm
Nate
gonna-
is your full regalia.
And it, like your old stuff when you were hardcore, like
Yeah.
full scale mail, whatever.
Should I
Yeah,
even do
I'm
that?
in.
Board ape.
None of the caster stuff.
Board Ape LARP Club?
You can also.
Oh my god.
Just a LARP where everybody with an ape like goes and plays
They're
their
a
ape.
little bit janky, so.
I'd watch. See, that's a board ape show I would watch. Board ape LARP club. I mean, I'd watch at least one episode. I don't
It
know.
was,
What's the concept of the
That's
show?
why I grabbed
It's
the
just
sun
board
side.
ape
Yeah, yeah.
for-
LARP club instead of board yacht club.
So maybe I don't do this.
Ugh,
yeah, probably.
whatever it
And then
is.
is there
Wait,
I
if you're
see
in,
it.
yeah.
one of the
Oh yeah, the stair pillars.
the stair pillars
I think.
to support.
I like that you can communicate
over
with just a
there.
series of clicks.
You'd be surprised.
And-
I've been watching Last of Us.
I need to watch that.
It's emotionally devastating and amazing.
Could you? Interesting. Could you
So do
do?
you recommend
I
that?
do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, I lost the question.
I've
What was
heard.
it?
I've
Could
heard
you do
people
his
rave.
bridge railing idea with the arches and cobblestone between, so the water flows under it?
Oh.
So I guess you'd be biscuiting. the two
We
by
don't
two.
have
You wouldn't be able to
biscuits.
keep the railing going.
If you
Yeah.
double wided it, if you.
Oh.
We don't have biscuits here, but conceptually, if they existed, you could. If we had the remastered versions of these,
Is this a mega build face off? No, it's just a 4x8
Yeah.
build being made
could
in
do-
two different parts.
It's just
that.
a bunch of chaos
that works.
gremlins.
Then,
Oh, the water still doesn't go. They wanted the water to go this way.
Not 4-day LARP.
Then
Board 8
that?
LARP. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Or you could do.
That
You
joke's
could do
gone.
this, so the water goes
Try some
through,
more
and then
narrow
put
feel someone else
I wonder
things
what-
with it. Yeah, how does the
Maybe
water
the
get through there?
Cast Dungeon Doom
Wait.
arches.
What if you turn one sideways?
Breaking
What if you turn one sideways in the run?
Oh yeah.
Right, so you have like.
What did you find? You roofed it?
I'm
Yeah.
getting there.
Yeah. Nice.
He's actually. You're just committing to figuring out how to
Problem
roof
is,
it.
like,
That's
I'm
my
running through the
favorite
wall
thing.
there.
I build myself into a corner, and it
And
takes
this
forever. I'm
will
sorry the
run
stream
into
is
that.
only a certain amount of time, but
we
like
also
you
don't
can
have a way to
build
clear it.
yourself out of any corner.
Oh, you're off by an inch. Ugh.
That was like most of what I played.
inch.
What I did when I played Valheim was
Because,
just like build an insane structure, try and roof
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's the
We
game.
need a.
It hits this, so
Ooh.
yeah.
What I'm just going to do for this one is put the Dungeon View arches on the bottom.
What if you move it this way one?
Can you use
It was
PayPal in
originally
the pledge?
there, and then
Nate, do you know if
we
you can use
decided we
PayPal in the
looked
pledge
better.
manager?
I think if you email customer support,
That's right. If pledge manager doesn't support something, usually we can set it up for
we
you.
can usually manually help you out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if there's a payment method that you want to use, we'll figure it out.
Also, if
for
you need your order shipped to 2 different addresses for no apparent reason, we also do that for many people.
It's amazing.
Send half my order to my brother's house and the rest to my office.
Can we pay with?
My
board
significant other cannot know.
You can-
No
you can-
joke.
Jamie, my significant other Jamie might be watching now. She's like, "This is gonna make you spend so much more money." And I'm like, "No, it's fine. I'm already planning on doing it."
Well, you know, what you need to do is just have kids, so then it's a bonding activity with your kids.
Also, I want to be very clear. Jamie plays in my Strahd campaign. We've been
So
playing
there
for
you
about
go.
like over 2 years at this point. Like, everyone's benefiting here.
Let's be honest.
What you got to do is just make any content with it, and then it's a business expense.
There you go.
I'm already there's things. We'll talk later.
Yes.
That's how Matt started.
There's a couple people on Twitter who are just like, I'm glad I use this for my business because
Yeah.
then I've got to
1,000%.
All of it.
Let's see. Okay. Can you pay with Bored Apes? Yes, but be aware that those are worth negative credit.
And I will fight them in
Yeah.
a cage. Oh.
If you give us a Bored Ape, you're gonna have to pay more.
You're gonna have to pay more.
Don't make me a little bit though.
That looks weird as hell.
Oh, fascinating.
What's up?
Oh, what is Toby? What have you done, Toby? Let's get.
Yeah, it's
Because it
interesting,
needs
but
to
like
be this level and hit. Sorry.
Wait, clear some of the trash.
There's a
on the
lot
floor
of
down
junk
here.
there.
Yeah, let me just stop.
This river is polluted.
It's the Hudson.
Oh, the dungeon
the
elevation.
dungeon arches. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
listen, if you do this but custom paint the vaults to match this, then you're great.
Hey,
Just-
hamster.
Yeah.
You were out there?
He left. He knew.
Are you done with those 84 miniatures? Because we have another task for you. He's
We've
literally
been finding a
committing
lot
84
of, we've been finding
miniatures.
a lot of cool ways that the cobblestone elevation plays with vaulted dungeon elevation. And
Yeah.
that's been really nice to see.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of cool ways to combine them.
Could you do something similar but with the seawall? And have the grate be what the water's
Oh,
going
was thinking
somebody!
about that, yeah.
Oh, somebody asked to see something with seawalls earlier.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
cool. This
look.
is a nice little-
Trying to do a
Whoa.
little- There's nothing lively
Nice.
yet, but we'll
Oh, what was
spice
it?
it up once we.
Fascinating.
Which pieces?
He was
That's
using seawalls, but not with
Are
water.
these from Wildlands?
That's from Wildlands. That's the Wild Wolfsbane.
Was that in forests? Or was it?
Yeah.
Because I did mainly
Wolfsbane?
swamp.
Wolfsbane was like, it was in
Yep.
a lot of places.
It popped out in the stretch goals and whatever. This was Eli. Eli's wife is a botanist, and so he was like, "What would Wolfsbane
Here, I got
look like?"
the
And
camera
he's
back
like,
up.
"Okay,
Nice.
this is his interpretation." He did a whole bunch of really cool plans for. Blimp. Trying to add some color. All right,
I like it.
where are we going now?
All right, we got any other questions about how this works? That's about seawalls and other pieces. Right, wasn't there a thing like using
There's always a
seawalls
thing.
in a city to like make another elevated part of the city or something? Like using it on ground? And having it be like a
We
fortified wall or
haven't
something?
done that yet, and it's something we've talked about doing, but we haven't actually executed on it. I don't think we did it. But oh, yeah.
The Arches for the Water is exactly what you were talking about? Cool, Toby understood it. Oh yeah, we ended up getting there. That was right.
What?
Someone in the chat had like asked you to do that thing with the arches. I don't remember if I actually told you or not, but you ended up doing
But you
it.
did it.
But you did it.
You knew it. You were on it
Okay. Just take the credit.
Nailed it.
I read your
every time.
minds. I
Yeah.
guess.
Telepathic Slack.
Can we get some dock break wave texture packs? Dock break wave texture packs, like the transparent water
Oh, that
'Cause
was that? That was a
that's Paul Hofstetler.
yes. That's a great idea.
That's
Oh, that
Castles
is-
with seawalls. Oh, okay. So you're saying using seawalls to hold a castle up?
we've done it. I don't know if we've done it with data on camera, but we definitely that was in the early foam mock stage. We even were doing that because it's really cool.
There's so much compatibility stuff.
I
we
didn't
can't
think of
develop for
overlay,
closes.
clear overlays, acetate overlays from wave breaks that you could then put after the docks. Is killer.
Yeah.
We could make 4-inch ones that would go with the 4-inch platform.
No, it's good.
They're a pretty easy thing for us to do.
No, I was
Yeah.
wondering if there was.
Oh, that's a really. I
forgot this was two
love
pieces.
that idea, and it's a really easy. It's a really fun. It's a fun job for graphics. It's like cool. It's a neat little.
I
Oh,
heard a
look.
big gasp. What happened?
No, we were going back and forth.
Cheating.
I was like, "Ooh, you cheated this. We can't do it." Like, there's no cheating, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's fair."
Toby is a professional build cheater. He will find a clever way to do a thing that is absurd,
This is,
but it works.
I just was clearing my name, mate.
It was
Oh,
great.
okay. I mean, yeah, yeah. He doesn't.
Take
What do
pride.
you, yeah.
Yeah.
What? I'm just trying to think of all the questions that I have when I'm at home.
Yeah, there's also that. Is there
Like,
anything else you were curious about that you haven't had a chance to try out yet?
what haven't I actually? Because I mean, I haven't tried to build with it, but this is like what I love about the scaffolding is it's pretty straightforward. Like everything that I've ever kind of wanted to do around a house, like it's now being done. Like
It's now being done.
I'm trying to think of other like. What I'm more curious.
What do you want to do?
I'm more curious about the process that that y'all sort of go through to.
You should play with the docs before
Oh, scaffolding.
we run out.
Yeah.
Yeah. The process for what?
You only
Just
got
the
half
process of the development of like basically all of this. Like when you were, I know that this was originally the larger Cities Untold now split, which I'm thankful that that's.
I mean,
the
we
case.
would have
So,
died. We
I
would
mean,
have.
the-
Yeah.
For both
We're all
my-
thankful.
yeah.
Everybody.
So I mean,
Mutually
like,
thankful.
The first basic start thing. So we knew that we were gonna like. We had.
Well, wait, what was
basically
the
knew
full
we were
question?
gonna
Wait,
do
you
this-
didn't get
Yeah.
the question out.
I guess my thing was like when you're attacking one of these Kickstarters,
Yeah.
do you start with? I mean, obviously there's the theme, but like as far as the amount of pieces that you decide to go with, does that just naturally balloon?
Yes.
But now this is what
We were
Kickstarter-
starting. Our theory was we were going to do 100 pieces, and we ended up at 200 after splitting the Kickstarter. So, yeah, clearly our targets aren't so great.
After
But
dropping. like,
we
close to
we
100
start
pieces.
with what's the theme? What are we excited? A big driver is like, what are we excited to do?
Sure.
What's going to look cool and be something like if we're going to spend a long time agonizing over all these are the things. What's something that we can all get fired
Hyped
up
about,
about?
yeah.
And then sort of what does that feel like? What does it look like? What are these areas that we would tackle in that? You kind of break it into like zones. Like we were like, well, what are the kind of the things that we focus on? We're like roofs is the thing we spend a lot of time talking about. What are the what's our basic, what are we going to do for our basic building blocks?
Yeah.
Like, what are those going to feel like? What are the additional things? Scaffolding came out of that. Like where are the key things? And a lot of it goes back to where's adventure going to happen, right? We're like, okay, we're going to the city. Which part of the city? Okay, well, high town, low town. Okay, where are you likely to build something in those parts of the town?
Right.
Which of those areas that we want to build are we excited to do? Let's look at the survey that we sent people, see
Yeah.
what they said was interesting to them, where those Venn diagrams overlap. It's like, okay, let's try to bullseye this, we'll bullseye this, bullseye this. Which ones we start with, because inevitably it balloons.
It balloons. Yep. It can't not.
So you start there and then just start designing and sort of follow what's cool.
On that initial poll, was there like in any of you? And this is a question for the class. Was there anything like from your home games or experiences like that you specifically remember being like, oh man, like
Yeah, no, we definitely say, hey, like, and the question will come up too of, okay, how many adventures have you ever done in X? And then the counter argument would be, well, if they have it, they would build it and then have that adventure there, which maybe is a good argument or not. I don't know,
Sure.
but it definitely comes up of like, hey, have you, has anybody ever actually done an adventure in this sort of a thing, or can you envision an adventure in this sort of a thing? And then once you kind of have the ideas of the areas, kind of have different people tackling different things concurrently, right? Like Toby was working on the roofs while Eli was trying to figure out what the wood was going to look like, while Michelle was figuring out what are the showpiece vignettes that are going to happen, while I was trying to figure out diagonal walls, or like sort of each people are kind of working in different zones. And then you just keep meeting twice a week and look at whatever. Okay, let's build off this thing. Keep going there. Just keep piling stuff into the stew and chasing the stuff that's exciting. I think is what we generally do.
At what point?
Which is why it balloons, because everything gets
Right,
exciting.
of course.
You know,
At what?
Toby finds a new way to flip the thing upside down. Like, well, we gotta make another piece to do that too, because that's how we gotta do this. And Michelle's like, what if I could make it modular? I could split it in half and flip it down. Like, okay, we gotta make 2 of them. Let's go, go, go.
At what
Well,
point
this is-
did
yeah.
my favorite piece, the Flortle, come into play in this particular?
Early.
Yeah.
That was like we knew we wanted to support the light puck because it had just come out from in Wildlands, and there were a lot of. It started as a big thing and then got smaller and then thing, and it was like Toby had mocked out this thing and Eli had sketched out some stuff, and we had a bunch of different ideas. Like we were always chasing it, but it kind of we knew we needed to do like a yawning portal thing. And we
Yeah.
were like, what else can we do with that? And then you need some biscuits.
I got one in here. I have
You
to.
might need another. I don't have one for you, but I see your need. There's.
So this
Wow,
is the
what
rough
that over
idea.
there?
I will biscuit it and make it secure.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
But you could have like a little.
Yeah.
You could have like a little.
You put a little close nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's good shape. You need pegs. All those
I
rooms
know.
get hold together with pegs. So what's going to happen ultimately is, so right now we just have the pegs. We're going to have biscuits on the sides.
Yeah.
So they can just. But right now you have to use all the pegs, and we can get you some pliers if you need, because the pegs are
I
painful.
just didn't want to break them. I'll,
Yeah.
Once
So
I.
you can peg them once you sketch it out. Then
I now
peg it all
know
together.
this will actually
And you'll be able to
work.
lift this thing, and it'll be awesome.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying.
So I will make the creation solid.
Like once you feel the stuff all together, like isn't it so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You lift the thing up and you go, it's so much better.
Let's see. I don't know if there are biscuits or peg holes on seawall pieces. There are
Yes.
biscuits on the seawall.
On the
the-
sewer grate side, there's a biscuit hole, and then the other side, there's pole accessory holes.
okay. Do we have pliers? Because if we like this,
Yes.
I will make this solid.
Yes.
Let's
Where
see.
said pliers went? Oh,
I'll be helpful.
Oh yeah, I brought
Here.
those over.
What else do we got?
that is helpful. Huh?
What other quick questions we got?
You're welcome.
You can use the freestanding walls on water trays to represent a sunken building.
You could.
Let's see. Market stalls, I agree, need more. I think some people don't realize how flexible the market stalls actually are.
And we're gonna have a biscuit hole in there, so
Yeah.
you can cantilever it off a building and like.
Yeah, market stalls are actually like really nutty. Like
you
they
can turn
can,
it
they can do so
forward
many
and
things.
side.
Hamster
they
was making like hunter's blinds out of them, like which was really cool. He was putting them up on scaffolding and then like using them basically as like deer blinds.
Keep going. Yeah.
Like just like nice, but like a nest basically for snipers.
There you go.
Good
Look at
questions.
the
Yes.
Um,
Very valid. We appreciate the concern, but just jam it in there.
That's great. Thank you for being careful.
Still unsold on the Flortle. Feels like a
Still.
unitasker. The Flortle does a lot. The Flortle is like very good for balconies. It lets you.
What was
do a
the
lot of
stream
things.
where we were looking at that? We spent like half an hour.
The
playing
one with
this photo.
Dylan.
Yeah, super Dylan.
Yeah, the one with Dylan. It was the in stream because it's you can use it. You can use it to make like a curved balcony going up with 2 of them. You can also have it in one corner. You can have like a raised platform in a corner and like have stairs going
Inside
onto it.
your
Yeah.
This
you can
is
do
so
an
cool.
inside
Oh,
curve
yeah.
on
I'm
a
trying to figure out a way
mezzanine.
to present. This is
You
cheating by
could,
using
um,
a Dungeon of Doom
You can do it as a little
passage
stage.
wall.
I don't.
And then
know,
also,
that's
yeah,
great.
if you flip it upside down,
And
it can be
it's supposed to
like
have magnet
a
in
well.
it, so I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
But it's so
there's a lot you
weak,
can do with it.
so nothing really holds.
It'll have
I
a
want
video
support from
at
it
some
from the
point.
bottom.
Really, it won't.
Can you show off comparisons of the hip versus diagonal
With
roofs?
this, like
The
Yes.
hip roof versus
That would look
diagonal.
so cool.
Yes.
I was
That
hoping.
requires Getting
maybe I'll find something.
That's
that
a
does
great
work.
fix, though.
Yeah.
Here.
Thanks.
Stealing
That's
this-
very cool.
Does
Taking
a small
stuff for
tower
set,
fit
will you
inside the
bet?
Flortle?
Here's the
Yes. The 4-inch tower fits inside the Flortle.
Here's the
That blew my mind
diagonal.
when I saw that on stream.
Here's the
Yeah.
hip. The footprint. This is it.
As you can see, these are prototypes and not Dwarvenite.
Yeah, it's just raw resin on there, not so the diagonal has a 45-degree
Yeah.
diagonal cut. This one is
Basically-
90.
I forgot too.
Basically, the diagonal will fit the profile of being on top of a diagonal room more, whereas the hip will go out to the end of like a standard 4x4 like square
Oh,
room.
it's yours. Oh wait,
no,
you had 2
this one.
hips.
Yeah, no, yeah. When we
Do you
discovered
have
that,
more pins? I'm running low.
Yeah.
when we discovered that we could suspend the floral on top of like the arrow slits on a small tower and have it like a stable platform, that was nutty.
There were a lot of discoveries. It was a stream of discovery. I don't know if it's enough, but it's 3. Oh, you go.
So yeah, I would say if like there's a lot you can do when you do have 4 of those floors and you make like a hole, but there's also a lot you can do with just 1 or 2 of them as well. They are more flexible because they really are just like another shape to add to the basic building blocks.
Yes.
And then, coincidentally, if you put 4 of them together, you can make a legally distinct yawning portal.
You can also wrap it around your light puck.
Yeah, and
You can-
using it like balconies or stages was really fun.
You can make a mermaid bar.
Yeah.
And there are many options.
Okay. It's over here. I mean, probably need more. Oh, so you're just talking about your pledge. Okay. Imagine this: an ashlar floral on your tower with a batter base. I mean, yeah, probably.
Oh, batter bases are hard to. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We need to get the batter bases back. I'm trying to get them in.
We get
this
there's
year.
a lot of things we need to get back. That is
This is supposed to
definitely.
be the year of getting castles back, so we've got a couple of them coming in next month. We've got the crenellations and that stone balcony pack coming in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Which we got them specifically because they are the ones that combine with CBS really well, and with Fieldstone CBS in particular.
There might be some over there.
But yeah, batter bases, buttresses. I'm trying to get back.
Batter bases are just awesome.
Yeah.
Butter bases.
Batter base.
I'll reward your buying of castles by buying your crenellations. Need more streets and alleys.
Yes,
The thing that was frustrating was
we're gonna
looking at
reconfigure the alleys. It's I'm on a crusade now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we noticed when we were trying to bring them back, we were looking at it. We're like, oh wow, like the compositions of the alley packs are not great.
The intersections are fine. It's the straight. You can't get a bunch of straights and curves.
They were made to be add-ons to a specific Kickstarter pledge, but since that Kickstarter is done and nobody has that pledge anymore, it doesn't make any sense. So we need to reconfigure the alleys, but we do want to bring them back. We need to get brand new Underdoom banks back.
Yes.
That's one of the things that's
yes.
like first on
we
our
were literally
list.
just talking about that the other day.
Yeah, we were talking about like all the reconfigs that we're gonna do once we have this Kickstarter behind us. Underdoom banks are up there.
I was gonna say, is there anything? Other than the next Kickstarter or the sci-fi thing or any of that you're just like pumped to do, like outside of Kickstarter land?
Getting the dungeon reconfigs done.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
well,
thing.
we
We have
have-
a
Because
couple
we have
of
like
really
2 or
neat
3 pieces that we need to prep for that, and then once we get that over to the factory, then it's their job. But like we just need to resculpt a couple of those
stairs
pieces,
down,
basically.
trapdoor floor insert.
I think I did a
New
cool thing
diagonal
for the
walls.
dungeon reconfig, but never
Um,
made it to.
We did
We
because
have
we
a
wanted
couple-
to.
I don't know, some
we
just
wanted to
some
finish
great
all the new dungeon stuff before we
bread
did
and
the
butter
order.
dungeon
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah.
And I think there's like 2 or 3 of those pieces left that we still need to do.
There's some really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool once we get it, but we need to do it.
What did you sculpt for the Toby? I remember you were on
The new hidden.
the new. The new secret
yeah.
door. Oh, that's right. We re-secreted the secret door.
Yeah. Now it actually
Double
looks more
secret. Toby
secret.
style.
Double
In-
secret all the
instead
way.
of being
Yeah,
like
double
instead of you being able to like
secret
clearly
probation.
see the hole in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like it's awesome.
Okay, so with the most minimal amount of pins, it is now a whole piece.
Woo!
It still is a bit like a Rubik's cube that's a little too loose, but like you
Yep.
can take it and sort of fly it off. And I had to tape the piece in the middle there. That would obviously be flush if it was.
That is a wild shape.
Isn't that cool?
It's great.
So now, I don't know what you're gonna do in this weird tower that I built for you, but it's gonna
Whatever
look-
we want,
Yeah.
you see, once it's
Just take the roof on and off.
But actually, at first I was super worried that like, oh man, I don't have enough wall things here. But it almost kind of looks cool, like it's a tower, like that. There's just posts.
you could put the window walls and
Yeah.
there would nothing in them, and they would look. Or you could put the armored shutters in
Oh,
the window
yeah.
walls, and that would look killer. Which are
That's a
I'll
great
hunt
roof
them.
config and shows you how good the system is. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like this is
if you can
We-
make it, you can roof it.
I
Yeah.
built a room that I did not think I could roof.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here is the roof to that room.
Yeah.
Also-
I think that's the main thing. Like this is why we did the modular and
That's so
Yeah.
cool. I did not expect that to function.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that looks
I wasn't sure it was gonna be
awesome.
possible either, but like it's working. Let's see.
I think this roof thing I did looks silly.
Where? Which one? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see from the front.
Yeah, like I had to look at it from the front, and I'm like, I don't.
The one
it's
thing,
silly. I don't know if I hate it, but it is silly.
the one thing I think it needs is
Conventional.
a wall
Oh, it is.
there, but like
That's fair. That's fair.
inside it. But yeah, it does feel a
Out
little
of
bit too.
narrow window walls? Is this true?
They're
No.
really hard to come by. You know?
No, that's doors, huh? Yeah, never
Everybody
mind.
keeps saying they're having a hard time getting narrow window walls.
Stop. Huh. Well, I got one. I brought you some shutters, but there's nothing to put them in.
I know
Here.
you've done double doors before, but I'm very excited for the double.
You need to see the elf stuff?
Double
Oh,
door
it's
that you
there.
don't have.
You can actually see the elf
Yeah.
stuff right now, actually.
You get a one taste at one drop, two drops up. Wait for that. Hold the big drop. Hold the big drop. Yeah. Get one drop. Here's a
let's
armored
see.
shutter.
Yeah, thank you. They should go right in the front.
Let me see if I can find more of them.
Where did they all go?
I saw there was.
Toby. You're right on the-
Here's some more shutters.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
so bad at like,
It's
realizing
it's,
I'm standing
those
right
are
in front of the
It's
camera.
fine. It's the reality of trying to put this on stream.
Oh, I see exactly why they're generally fragile.
Yeah, they're very.
They're like
thin,
it's
very
got that
fragile.
little teeny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Michelle Magic.
man. Are each of the builds 4x4? Yeah, these are two 4x4 tables that they're building on.
And it's all gonna slide together into one big ridiculous
This thing.
city.
Did they
That's
use
sick.
4 times corner scaffolds to make a freaking helipad? Are we talking
Yeah.
about the
No,
tower?
this is the
do you
helipad
want-
is
yeah, I have it right here.
oh that one yeah. 4 diagonals.
Yeah, that's where you can land your fantasy helicopter.
Your brooms.
How many do you need? Because I got 7 right here.
Who's
that would
playing
do it.
tomorrow?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Tomorrow the players are going to be Toby, Tyler,
Sil and
Ray,
Casey.
Casey, and Sil.
No, Ray backed out.
Ray backed
He had
out?
something.
Casey and Sil. Or he has his
Ray
own game.
caught on
that's right.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah. Toby, Tyler, Casey, and Sil.
Yep, and I'm
It's going to
building.
be
And I'm
Sil's
cheating.
first game. Which will be
It'll be
exciting.
awesome. First time she's playing D&D
Yeah.
on camera. I mean, playing
Fir-
D&D,
first-
comma,
yeah,
it's
first
on
time-
camera.
It's like, yeah.
First time playing the game is going to be for
a live audience.
job in on camera in front of a live audience. Yeah.
Yeah. And fearlessly going for it.
One of the highlights of my career was whenever I get to do any online D&D stuff, and it's part of my job.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's very cool for them.
It is. Hard agree. Hard agree.
I just held off on the Baja Blast for too long. Must retire for the night. Take care, everyone.
Oh no.
Sleep well, sweet prince.
Oh, I'm in front of the camera.
Well.
Sleep well,
done.
battle. Yeah, this is pretty cool so far with
Yeah.
the 4.
Yeah.
in the front,
Yeah,
and then
all
I'll do.
armored up.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! And we can get you a big armored shutter for that. Oh no, it doesn't quite fit in the.
In the sides?
Well, yeah, the prototype's missized.
Bars
so-
would work. Like,
I don't think it'll fit either.
oh really?
The prototype is strong. Yeah, that one's a lost cause right now.
Okay.
You'll be
Let's
fighting
see.
with it for a long time. You go to the belt sander.
Do you
and
have
it's
the wooden one of these?
It's over there. I can
The market
grab
square
it for you.
area on that
I'm
build
just trying to
needs
figure
more
out what.
clutter. Barricades,
yeah,
I'll grab it
we're
for you.
We're getting there.
I think the dressing is going to
I'm
come
trying
after
to
all
decide.
the.
Yeah, I haven't put any
Are
accessories.
you gonna
yet.
do more like out?
There's going to be a shorter bridge that connects from like this level to up here, but it's going to be broken because like something happened here and they're repairing
Something
it.
happened.
Something. I like it.
Adventurers happened here.
That's so good.
I'm not allowed to know anything. I'm playing.
That's true. You designed this bridge before you left, and then
Yeah. Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah, pretty much I'm going to be like, well, this was here 6 years ago. Why did they change everything? I'm just going to be so disgruntled.
All right, so now getting back into the scaffolding stuff, which I haven't done much of.
Yes.
This is cool.
Some of them might be easier if they don't have a peg because
With the white stick.
Let's see.
yeah, because some of these peg holes don't go all the way through because of the prototype.
I'm very excited to see how different the build is for the game tomorrow versus where we end up. We have 10 minutes left on the stream tonight,
Yeah.
but
Well, that's part of the fun, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Ooh,
man,
that's-
basically like a 4x4 section of
looking
this is going to
awesome.
be what the actual game is on.
Yeah.
2 feet of this, 2 feet of that.
Yeah. So basically, the middle of this build is what they're going to actually play on.
You should do
He's
the
running. Yeah,
stairs.
Nate's running the game.
That was the plan.
Nice.
And then Mason and I are going to be
I gotta do a
running
little side roll.
tech.
Oh, this is awesome.
It came out nice, right?
It's gonna
I
be-
didn't
Yeah.
think it would.
Yeah.
In a great way.
Need to see some
There
ivy
we go.
against some
Holy
elven
shit, that's
ruins.
awesome.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, go grab some of that.
There is so much white stick.
I'll just keep a tiny little piece off a biscuit or something.
If this was all official painted
not as
Dwarvenite,
much
how
as
much
I
of these
thought
two
it was,
boards
but-
worth cost? I
Oh,
don't
there's
know.
more over there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, price that out. Maybe you
That's what they
can.
always do.
I'll
They always
take-
say, like, so how much would this cost? And it's like the Gen Con build. It's like a 2x20.
The number of
monstrosity.
times that I was
Like-
asked that at Gen Con, and that's
I know.
everyone at the
It's
booth.
like, I don't know. This isn't a
But, like-
set. Like, I don't know.
People
I don't
don't-
tell you.
But it's an understandable thing. Like
Oh yeah.
they don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but people don't go to like Legoland and ask like, how much does this entire park
See,
cost?
Here's the thing, though. I'm sure people do, and they know the answer, right? Like, I'm sure there are people at Legoland who like know that factor. We don't. I don't.
I mean, this is at least. God, a 4x8? That's at least 10K, right?
I mean, here's the thing. We don't have any narrow window walls left. Every narrow window wall prototype that we have is somewhere here. Like, so
How is that possible?
I have no idea.
Hey, Nate, how much does this 4x8 cost?
2 wizard heads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you think it's
$20,000.
So you think it's 20K?
I don't know. I haven't the foggiest
Miles?
idea. I can't even.
Who
begin
knows
to
how
think
wood
of
I'm
it.
not here.
acceleration affects
Especially
it.
with the
That costs precisely as it wants to.
We've got terrain trays underneath, and we've got
Yeah.
We've
'cause
got
it's
still
not all just
plenty-
Lowtown stuff either.
we've got streets everywhere. We have all sorts of logistics. We haven't even dressed it all yet. We haven't like
I'm in love with this. This is so freaking.
Yeah.
The stairs at the end.
beautiful,
Down in, like, the little
beautiful.
scaffold.
Goes
Beautiful.
right.
Beautiful.
It's so good.
That's delightful.
Ah, are there any of the
Yes.
top pieces, the new ones with city, Lowtown,
The roof ridges?
yeah, unless you're doing that for something else.
No.
Oh.
This is the perfect spot for roof ridges.
You want to ridge that roof?
Hey, love to ridge that roof.
Let me ridge that roof.
As an
Ridge
ex-roofer myself in
roofer.
real life,
Whoa.
this will be my crowning achievement.
You know, Eli fell off a roof when he was roofing.
Oh no!
We're in Vermont, and the edge of winter and icy something whatever, and like went 40 feet down on his back and didn't
That's-
actually die or break anything.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And terrifying.
Yeah.
Chris or Mace not being in the game will be sad. We gotta run it though. We gotta make sure it.
Oh my
like,
God.
Maybe
Here's the wooden ones
Maybe
you
there'll
were
be an
asking for,
NPC
too.
with a Boston accent. I don't know. He could,
Oh man, no, never again. No. Genuinely, it was the one I thought that was least
The
likely to get
throwaway.
picked. I thought all the other ones seemed like way more funny to do. I didn't think anybody would pick Boston because why would you pick Boston?
They did.
So it was the only one I hadn't like considered trying to do.
The rule of the internet. What do you need? White
No
stick.
Yeah.
place like that.
So I wouldn't know how you would have fixed it, but oh wow.
White stick, you know. Yo, getting close on that.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some white stick magic.
So just tear the pegs off of it and white stick it to the.
Yeah, you picked the wood.
Whoa!
It's growing.
I mean, if it, you can kind of have it hanging off the top.
Can you aim the camera? I can't do both. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That is nice.
That's pretty sick.
And then
What
we
you could do is, since it has the pegs, you can have it kind of like
might be able-
rest up there,
Yep.
kind of.
What we can do is when we put some on the top of the mountain
Yeah.
mine with a little
Yeah.
ivy, it'll be a beautiful little poppy
Nice.
thing in the.
And you can
These
put the
here's a
free
reminder.
standing up against the edge of the ruin at least.
Yeah.
If you have an arch and you don't have like a crumble bit at the end, you could cap it off with the freestanding ivy.
This is
I meant like on the flat side, but that too.
Do that.
the ivy is MVP for me in this.
It's
The
it's
ivy's
killer.
beautiful.
It's such
also
a
like
great pop. It's the only organic
Yeah.
thing, so it just.
it's also one of the things that was able to have like a simple mold too, so it's not too expensive to get multiples of.
It looks really good. Yeah.
Because it's got like integral pegs. But
If
it
you
doesn't
really
use
need,
crystals.
everybody needs to get a bunch of ivy, or you're gonna regret it.
I
Yeah.
mean, it doesn't have the pegs aren't baked in yet. It just has the half pegs.
You should be able to. I think you can pop them out. Yeah,
Okay.
it's half pegs, so you can pop it out. You can just drape it against stuff. Put it in your
Yeah.
dungeon. Put it everywhere. It's
Can
like
you hang ivy on scaffolding? Yeah, you should be able
Yeah.
to.
yeah. If you've got the 2 pegs, you can.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, because the pegs are the same size as the
The
Right.
Can I
spacing
move
is
this,
very
or-
weird.
Right?
Yeah, where is the ivy? Or is it already?
Oh yeah. Wait, no, because they're. Let's see. Where's? I need
Is
to-
Oh no, yeah, no, it'd be right. It'd be off center.
No, it wouldn't.
Oh,
work.
they wanted us to
No, it's-
do ivy hanging off of the scaffold.
Oh.
They wanted us to
Well,
actually
so
show it.
Could you have it like if you added another scaffold to the side? Could you have it offset into the holes?
I don't think so because I'm not sure what the distance between.
No, it's a weird distance because on the city built because those the so here's the math we're trying to sort out, right? Is this the ivy, the pegs in the ivy are lined up for these corner posts here, bump bump. So they're, let's call it a 1/4 inch in on each side from 4 inches. And on the scaffolding, these are centered on the 2 inch. So they're like, these biscuit holes are like 3/4 of an inch in from the end. So if you put the ivy on that one, the other end of the ivy is like coming in like a 1/4 inch beyond the edge of this. If you had another one, it would be shy. Like I think, you might be able to do it. It would be a heck of a lot just to try and get the one ivy thing to work. If you took two, no, it wouldn't even work. I would say the narrow platform, the narrows sideways are 1 1/4 inches. So that would push things off by a 1/4 inch.
You could,
It's a lot of
you
math
could
to try
potentially
and
have
make
it
it work.
hanging between two disconnected pieces.
Yes, that you could do. Or
Let's see.
yeah, I think it's a lot of. It would be a lot of jumping through hoops to try and
Better
get
off
them
white
flat.
sticking it.
Yeah, or
Why-
even just white stick
Yeah.
it.
Why is there a
Unfortunately,
prison?
the truth.
Why is there a prison around the garden? That's where they kept poison
Before.
ivy.
Oh.
It's the
Yeah.
Australia of the city. Yeah.
I am fairly proud of this weird little thing I made.
You
Should
kind of
be,
been
man.
killing it, and you're not an employee.
Not yet.
Yeah. I think it's a fun thing. Is having somebody who knows the pieces but hasn't
Although
gotten
Finley
touched this
is
come in and play
in
with it,
line
it's been
before
nice.
you.
That's
so-
fine. That's fine. I'm happy.
We have-
I'm happy to be a guest and loyal customer.
I get so many people asking
I
if if we
bet
have any like openings.
We
Like on a regular
could.
basis.
I think you might be able to do it if you did a pair of. If you did a pair of narrows, biscuited on a two. I don't know. It's just white stick.
You could at least do the single peg one too.
Right.
You could put
the
one
corner
peg
post.
in and then white stick it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would look cool. If, like fundamentally, it looks neat. Where are we?
And you could
Like
have
hanging
the,
off
you could have
the-
the corner post facade hanging down.
Yeah, that one will
Yeah.
hang really nicely. And the
Hey.
freestanding can go up against the pilings and like, yeah, you can definitely ivy up something like crazy. We have to do the kudzu build, where it's just like
Could you
just
use
every
the
piece
railing
of
full
ivy we
accessory
have to
pieces?
cover something.
No, the railing pole accessory thing. It's got the pole accessory on top, so it wouldn't be able to. The ivy would like be hanging the wrong way. I think. Let's see.
Biscuits?
There's some over here.
Oh, secret
Also
garden
brought
of
over here
biscuits.
the pieces.
Secret biscuit.
Hey Nate, what happened to the D&D game for Untamed backers?
By the way, here's the full roll.
Oh
Didn't
yeah.
we do that?
Yeah.
Or were we waiting till the pandemic was over? Did we ever? We didn't ever do it, huh?
I don't remember it ever happening. I think it.
We have
I
to do a
think
raffle.
I think the pandemic lasted so long that
It did.
we were
You
deep
popped
in. We were deep in this by the time that it was like feasible.
Well, we have all the pieces now too, so we could.
Because the last year has been a lot.
Yeah.
Like
It's an understatement.
yeah. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So we should do that
Oh man.
after PAX, before Gen Con.
After PAX,
We do a
before Gen Con?
raffle.
When is Gen Con again?
First week of August,
Yeah.
second
Is
week
it
of
an,
August.
is it an in-person thing or is it a like Warple board thing?
I think it should be digital. So
It would
like,
be the easiest to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't know if I wanted to fly out here, whoever wins, like
Pandemic still hasn't ended.
That is
Yeah,
also true.
but it's different circumstances at least compared to what it was. So I think that was the thing was we were saying we wanted to do it in person initially.
Yes.
I
But
mean,
it
and you
was-
guys selling a physical product through that time with the shipping. Just I mean,
Yeah.
I'm preaching to
Adventures.
the choir, but yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the hype
no,
man.
Did I just have a?
No,
I mean, I started doing these streams here in February 2020,
It's so wild.
and we had all these plans for what the programming was going to be.
It was February 2020.
Yeah.
That was our first. This is
Like
nuts.
halfway through February 2020 is when we started streaming, and then it blew up, and it's like, okay, we need to figure out what this actually looks like remote.
You know what's wild though is we had it up and running and we're able to then switch to remote. Like it was kind of a minor miracle that we were able to get it going remote. Like you had enough infrastructure up and like we had people on the channel. Like we were able to actually do a bunch of remote, which was wild.
Apparently,
like,
we said they had to get to Brooklyn, but we would do it in person. Is
There
what
you
we
go.
said in Wildlands.
all right, well that seems fair.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's the smallest thinnest
Yeah,
piece I
no,
can
figuring
biscuit
out. Well,
off
that was why
of
we
something?
started doing vocal board
What?
as much.
Try and biscuit
Yep.
off
We
of
were
something
doing
so I
those
can
things,
have
we
a
figured out how to make
wedge,
digital games that
uh,
were
a
actually
broken
engaging
wedge
and still felt
on
cool,
the top.
and not just like a bunch of
Projecting
staring at
beam?
cameras.
Okay, yeah, that sounds
So
good.
what? I'll talk to you guys about this after the stream.
Uh oh.
You have a pitch?
I have a somewhat.
You got a pilot?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't have me.
And so I guess the way we do it is we would just like raffle Wildlands Untamed backers and select them at random.
We'd
until
send
we have
a
four.
we send an update to just those backers. Say, hey, if you'd like to enter, here's how you enter.
You have to be willing to
Yeah,
come out here and then do the raffle off of that.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then we set up an epic
Yeah,
an epic evening.
We'll have to start.
And you know what we can do, which could be fun. We
Stream
could
it?
work some. No, I think we stream it. I think we.
Yeah,
should-
no, don't stream it. Some people might not be
let's
comfortable
make
with
it let's make it a private thing.
Yeah.
But we can put some Lowtown. We can work some Lowtown stuff in so they can play on some of the prototypes, which is a one of a kind.
Side note: streaming stuff is
experience.
great. Private is like, especially for
Yeah.
like people that backed and
For
did all
so,
that.
yeah, for something like this, yeah, don't make. Not everything
Yeah.
needs to be public.
Hanging out, have
Not
some drinks, play some
everything
D&D.
is content. It turns out.
Okay,
What's up?
Tell Wormwood.
You got it?
That looks pretty good.
but like here, the only part I'm not in love with is just this, but it covers it just enough, and I'm wondering what I should do, or just remove
Balcony.
It. Oh, the balcony out piece.
Take a. Where you have a balcony?
okay.
There? Where's the
Brooklyn
take that
Bridge?
thing off and just pop a balcony on there, and it'll cover it like a glorious. Let me get you here. Take
Oh,
this
there's been a
one.
lot of stuff. Oh, the stairs. Are those stairs at the KS? Those are. What stairs are those?
Those are the elevation system stairs, I think.
Which ones?
There are elevation system stairs.
These are from Urban Elevation. These.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have urban elevation system stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
What are they in?
The Urban Elevation pack.
Oh,
There's-
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
urban elevation
And the
just gets better every
ramps.
day.
Yeah, we're gonna do a video for the
Today I
Pledge
learned.
Manager.
Yeah, we have not. We
you
need
need
to make an urban
biscuits?
elevation video before Pledge Manager.
Okay, I'm happy with whatever this thing
It's awesome.
That looks good.
What
Yeah,
that
that's
is.
awesome.
Urban elevation.
This
rocks.
is what I was wondering too when this whole system kind of came out. I'm like, what can I'm a sucker of like turning things on the 45.
Yeah, because it's more interesting. Look at the front. Come walking over here. Like, look at that overhang.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And especially like if there's like you put the gargoyles or whatever.
Must be all agree. Almost. No, we're not going to stream it because we also don't want to.
Those look really cool.
It introduces a lot of potential issues if we.
And then you
make it a
can,
stream
if
thing.
you want, you can put the.
It'll just
I
be a
don't want to do
private-
it
foreign
as a stream thing. I want to make it a
soffit
private.
Yeah, it would just be a private game.
VIP private event where
Yeah.
you can.
3-course
just-
meal.
Yeah, we say
Unlimited
have a meal,
champagne.
Soup,
have some
salad,
drinks,
breadsticks.
play some D&D, have a good time.
Salad bar.
I volunteered to be the waiter for that game. Just come
yeah.
in with a towel over my.
We
head.
make like a whole. We just rent out like an entire like sound stage, and just put on like a.
Orange.
Every time I forget
We make
what I
it
walk
the
in.
Sleep No More of
Wait,
Dwarven Forge.
But you're just playing
The
a Peru
doorway
desert like cover.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
the camera to have
walk in
it
another
so
room
you
and
have
you
to look at this
forget.
because what he's doing here is
Oh,
chef's kiss.
speaking of urban elevation,
Yo, like the broken bridge coming out to that, like it's hard to see around this thing.
Here's,
That's great.
here's some gargoyles. Here's a couple of shields.
Excellent.
Oh, that one- that's all. There's some more gargoyles. It's a little tricky, just getting them in from here on the prototypes. But
ask Nate what happened to the
This
Rabbit
is just
Burner Mini. Oh, it's on a shelf.
That
yeah,
looks great.
It's on a shelf in there.
with Gygax.
If you want, you
It
can
was
put
so
this
cool
on
to
top
see it
and
in
put it more,
Rabbit's
yeah.
Rabbit's
more.
pictures
Yeah.
yesterday. A treasured miniature.
We need fencing and graveyards.
Here you go.
Not in this one.
Freestanding walls make great fencing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where will they get their rerolls from? Man, I want to do another heavily. I wonder if we can include elements of that in the game tomorrow.
So, audience participation stuff?
Yeah, do I have time to work some of that in? What would it be?
It was really fun.
Somebody asked earlier. It would be really fun. I don't just do streams anymore, so it's hard to.
Do what's feasible.
There's an
and-
opening
Yeah.
right there, but something
Right.
had to
Something
break.
had to burst.
Kickstarter's going now. Yeah, the Kickstarter is live right now.
We're at like 2.3.
Yeah,
If you haven't checked it out yet and you are here, please
Check
do.
it out.
It is, again, it's so much stuff that is laid out so clearly, and as a person that has trouble keeping track of lots of fiddly bits, I very much appreciate it.
Thanks, Junior Crow.
Although, it says something that Chris didn't realize we had the stairs, so it means we need to lay it out even more clearly. We still have work to do.
It's. I've been saying we need to make an urban elevation. We barely.
Yeah.
Urban elevation has not gotten a lot of focus. It's been.
Nope.
Those things were made very close to the start of the campaign.
It just made another batch of pieces, so we're working on more, so we'll have enough to do some cool
Yeah.
demos.
We were. They were like the last stuff to get done, and so they just kind of fell by the wayside a bit. But we will cover them better by the time Pledge Manager opens. So all that information will be out there. We'll have a lot of cool demos with them.
We'll do a floral video.
That is a ledge piece. That's one of the dungeon ledges. How is that sticking there, Toby?
Basically,
this is classic Toby.
I have the protruding beam over there,
Oh.
and then I have what's called the ramp, and then the ledge sits on.
Clear this so they can
Yeah, the protruding beam, the corbel row facade is also really good for supporting cantilevered things.
Yeah. So they can,
So yeah, the protruding beam's good for supporting cantilevered stuff.
That's great.
Yeah.
Also, because I'm just a sucker for this kind of thing, that's the kind of thing I'd love to balance on a board, and then when the player moves there, and it falls, I'm like, no,
It
that's
fell.
what happens.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm a sucker for physical challenge. Like
Yep.
what happens
Yep.
on the board happens is fun.
There's a lot to take in, like 30 videos worth. Yeah, this is the most complicated set we've ever made by
Yeah.
far.
but what's I hate that I'm just being like, but it's so great because I love it so much. But like the way that the information is parsed, even in all of those videos, from someone who makes video content, like
Daily.
yeah, like God, but like yes, there's tons of videos, but you can see the one that excites you, and that's going to get you in the door, and you'll learn so much. You'll learn like 30% of what you need to know, and then you'll see something else that you'll recognize in the thumbnail of another video, and it's kind of organic how you get around it.
Well, and we tried to have a mixture of videos and photos and writing and a website that you could browse and trying to deliver information to people in different ways
Yeah.
because different folks take in the information in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, a huge part of prepping for this was just thinking like, what is the flow of educating a backer? And it was like the biggest thing was early on trying to make it super obvious to them. One, what it is that they want to know, and two, how to find that information.
Yeah.
Like how to cover like basically what this thing is in like an overview perspective, and then give them very clear paths to take and content to take in.
Lots of
To
off
learn-
ramps,
yeah,
right?
to-
Or on ramps, right? Everywhere
Yeah.
you go, there's hey, are you interested in this? Take this exit. Are you interested in this? Take this exit. Are you interested in this?
Yeah.
Take this exit.
Yeah.
Like just, sort of browse around, find what's interesting to you, and then go. Do you want to watch videos? Go here. Do you want to browse a PDF of all the pieces? Go there. How much do
Yeah.
you love the grimoire with all the
Oh,
pieces?
it's
Like-
so nice. It's funny too.
and it gets
'cause, like,
updated.
Well,
Stuff
that's the
gets
thing.
slipped in. You have to look
So,
at the next version.
I have two. It's even more than this. I have enough things full of this stuff by now because the pandemic. This was
Yes.
my my home away from home, and I run into stuff where I'm like, oh man, I know I can't find a piece. Right? Let's say I can't find a piece.
No.
But I look up the set I got it in, I see the number, I can check the grimoire and be like, no, I own that, so I'm not going crazy.
I do have it on. I just have to
And I
find
just
it.
have to find it. So, because I've looked for things I don't own.
That's
never works out.
amazing.
But I have used it in that capacity.
Download the grimoire if you haven't. PDF.
Also spent a lot of time on the microsite. Yeah, the microsite was a huge step up from anything we
Lakeisha
had
just
before.
Oh my gosh.
Rushed it.
Yeah.
Props to that. That's no easy feat either.
I feel like the
No.
microsite is like better.
It's not micro.
It's not. It feels. Man, I don't know. It's very, very good.
And just I hope this isn't too indoor baseball, but the way that it gets backers such as myself excited, like, because I can explore it all. I'll think of something
Get
like
ideas,
while I'm going
see
to
it.
bed the next morning. I'm like, wait,
Oh,
no,
wait,
no, no. Like, and everything is new. Like,
That's exactly that was the flow we were hoping.
yeah, you achieved.
Glad it's working.
Is there a way to get cobblestone riser to the same height as seawall for inline drainage? Cobblestone riser to the same height as seawall.
Floor.
Floor, yeah, because
I
yeah,
don't know
because the
exactly what
riser
the
is
drainage
25 millimeters, which
Yeah,
is
this
1
is-
inch, I guess.
This is here, and then you add one floor. So if you wanted to get this to there, you just put this on a floor. That should get you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
And then actually, is it 2 inches between the protrusions on the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can actually
So
put the floor.
This
in
one's
between.
it's a little tight on the thing, but you can theoretically put a floor. You can put a
Actual overnight fit, yeah.
yeah.
You can have it in there.
You can put your scaffolding out of there. You can put the 2-inch risers. You can put the half arch up against it. So this is a neat. We haven't even done this at the building. Oh boy,
There's
just
so
ruined
much
that for,
cool
like-
stuff. Yeah, we really.
You can put
need to
that
do a
thing
video on
there.
this.
Then like if you have imagine your battle board or your
Yep.
whatever your cobblestones there, and then you put the ramp. You
Perfect.
put that little guy there, and then this is down at sea level here. This is up your raised, your rest of your city there. Like people are gonna make bonkers things with this. And I just shredded the paint on this. No, it's getting worse. Getting worse.
Am I too late with the white? Yeah.
Only by an hour. Oh man. Oh, it's 9:15. I gotta go.
Oh, it is
All right.
9:15.
We
No,
got
yeah.
having too much fun.
Ah!
Yeah.
And we're done. Look at it.
Yeah, it's finished. Your game's ready for tomorrow at 4.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we got a prep man. Yeah, there it is. There's a complete build right there.
But here's the best part, right? Where there's just nonsense, nonsense, right?
Sorry, that's my
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
And so-
Can we take a moment? This is.
This all needs walls. No walls here, but
Wait,
but
so that isn't like an open air concept?
we got. But listen, this open air.
Sure.
ledges. This I want to keep open. This needs walls.
We get there. We get there. It's gonna be great.
But these are the bones.
Yeah, the bones are the hardest part.
In person.
Double
Those are
Wow.
good. Those are good bones, man.
Yeah.
The bones. Oh, you don't
Listen,
even
I
see.
want towers
Yeah,
that
shit.
look like they're about to fall over, and I want indoor spaces. That's all I want in life.
Checks out.
Yeah. Man. Let's see.
That part of town was supposed to be the more upscale one. Now all the rich people are very jealous.
Maybe this was the upscale one that has fallen on harder times. Like it was
Yeah.
built up and now there's no wall.
Swap out ramshackle walls for all this.
Yeah. It just burnt out.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
Thanks.
That's so cool.
Man. I mean, this is a lot.
It's coming together.
Yo, guess who's got 2 thumbs and has been here for 12 hours?
Me?
Nice. Nate too, right? You were here
Yeah.
when I got in.
yeah.
Or no, I think I beat you
I think I
That's the stuff.
I came in earlier today, but nowhere as near
This thing
earlier.
too.
Nice.
Also,
I still need to
I
make
was
my
up at
character.
5:30
What is he
today.
doing?
Oh my
What is he
god.
I was up at 5:30 today.
yep, the Hobbit door.
I need to
Dude,
make my character.
did you bring over a bookshelf?
Yeah. You know what I love about
Do you
this?
need a
I know
bookshelf?
It's a small thing.
He's got it.
I think they
It's
just want to look
that,
at
'cause
it.
then you can like do whatever you
Yes.
want.
You put rope in there. You put whatever. You flip it on
This
side.
bundle is such good scatter.
Yeah.
That
It's
bundle's
such good
good.
clutter.
Oh, here's the this is the beam we showed the other night. This is the Hightown chimney.
Oh, that's dope.
Where it goes right in your stride.
Yeah, yep.
Barovian chimney. If you've ever seen one.
That's so
They're like
good.
dragon heads all
Yep.
across.
Can I
Yeah.
see that bookshelf real quick? One of my favorite little things is if you have. So we have like the. So we have the shelves here,
Yep.
right? And they cover like this hidden treasure chest, which is fun. But if you wanted the treasure chest, if you flip this upside down into the same slot, and have a
You
shelf
shelves in
above
the
it,
middle.
yeah, you just have shelves in the middle, and then like clutter on top and bottom.
Yeah, can you?
Brilliant, Michelle.
That's so good.
Yeah,
And then
I-
do see the door, James.
Oh yes, AM.
I'm
Voila.
and it's both, right? Both sides do it.
Try it. You
No,
try
no.
it.
Just the one.
Well, it's just the one. But you,
Oh.
But it works
flip
for
it.
both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Okay.
the open side, and that's the
The
custom.
other side, the sesame side.
That's so cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
All right, and on that, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. We made a bunch of progress. We still have Let's Go. What's going to happen is we're going to put 2 halves of this together for the game tomorrow, and then we'll keep building. We'll take some big photographs tomorrow, use it as our thank you, I don't know, farewell image, and we'll do a little video walkthrough or something of like, I don't know, here's all their iPhone fly through or something. Show off all the compatibility tricks because it's
Sweet.
bonkers.
Yeah, and then we're
And you got to
gonna
see the Genesis.
then we're gonna have a big old game on this tomorrow at 4:00 in the afternoon, Eastern time, U.S. Eastern time. And then we take the weekend off, and then we come back for our final 48 hours of the Kickstarter.
That's
Are
great.
we doing? Are we doing Monday? Are we doing the?
Whoa, we gotta figure that out. Yeah,
All right.
Oh, the thing you guys know.
Well, I don't want to say it.
I
We're
know.
not gonna do it.
yeah, that's fair. We gotta figure it out.
Also, probably Monday night stream will be showing the last surprisey bits.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Guys, thank you so much for having me. By the way, this was
Yeah.
an absolute blast.
You got to
This
come
is
back.
So
It's
good.
Yeah.
the best.
It's so fun.
It's so much fun to have you here in the mix. Look at this thing. Look at this
Yeah,
thing.
this is
Hey,
awesome.
This is awesome.
I made a thing that shouldn't have worked,
No,
but
it's
it does
gorgeous.
work.
It's
No,
gorgeous because the system lets it work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's amazing. This won't work exactly if you peg it, but it works
For now.
You can pop pegs out and just do that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's legal. If we wouldn't be able to peg it. Well, that's what we have to Toby.
You might
He's
get
like, is this
fined."
legal? Are we allowed to? Like,
Well, there's some things that are clearly not.
The
Things
alternate
you
builds,
can't
we
actually
didn't do
do.
illegal. We didn't do illegal moves. But
no illegal
Well-
moves. But this,
Yeah.
this is just as like
Yeah.
you do it at home. You can cheat.
Exactly.
So
Awesome.
don't cheat. Thank you guys.
Cheating's
Good.
okay.
All
Bye.
right, thanks for watching,
Actually,
guys.
this thing, we what are they gonna show with the? I want to show you
Are we out?
things before you go.